Hello, everyone. I'd like to welcome you to tonight's game. You have me, Dylan Stevens, and my partner here, Gray Tomasco.
Here come the New Canaan Rams.
As the New Canaan Rams run out, we have a great night tonight under the lights. It's a little bit chilly, but it'll be a fun game. We have the Bomb Squad wearing U.S. theme. You know I have to wear my U.S. theme. And we have New Canaan Rams who are coming off a 2-0 lead against Xavier, who they beat in their first game 31-0. And then in their second week, playing Brian McMahon and beating them 37-14 away. And then we have Fairfield Prep coming away, who they lost their first game to a Belen Jesuit from Miami, Florida, 15-14. And then week 2, they were able to bounce back and beat Xavier 30-14 away. Now they're going to come back here, and I'm going to throw the top players to Gray Tomasco.
Awesome. Thanks, Dylan. I'm going to talk about 6 key players to watch in today's matchup. This is New Canaan's first challenge of the season. It's definitely going to be a tough game. Starting off with New Canaan, senior middle linebacker Matthew Salmini averages 8 tackles per game thus far. Been a key component to that New Canaan defense that stops the run game very well. Sophomore quarterback Alex Russi, been a huge key for the running component for the New Canaan Rams. Russi has stepped up because of an injury to senior quarterback Ty Groff earlier this summer. We have middle linebacker A.J. Bell, who has 2.5 sacks this season. Definitely a player to watch out for. Now for the Fairfield Prep Jesuits, we have John Morris, force to be reckoned with. Malachi Mercer, an aggressive player. And Trey Hartnett, a very athletic wide receiver, averaging 46 yards per game this far. The leading Fairfield Prep wide receiver is definitely a player we're going to be watching today. Stadium lights, brand new. New Canaan, this is the first game they're being unveiled. A $500,000 project from the Department of Public Works was recently completed under budget at the right time. These LED stadium lights are able to track the football, and they're also able to flicker for touchdowns and follow the music. This is the first night that they'll be unveiled. We're very excited to see this work. Nobody else in New Canaan has seen this. You online and everyone in person will be the first to witness history. I'm going to send it down to sideline reporter Eva Campbell on more about injuries from different key New Canaan players tonight.
Hi, Dylan and Gray. I'm Eva Campbell, and I'll be your sideline reporter for this evening. I'm going to cover injuries just right off the bat. For Fairfield Prep, none of their starters are severely injured, and they will be all playing. As for New Canaan, captain and wide receiver Max Alert, he tore his ACL in the beginning of the spring, and he might play, but we're not sure if he's going to play for the rest of the season, but he's definitely not going to play for today. Dom Rasso, he's also a senior. He's a running back, and he's fractured his ankle. He will not be playing, and he's out for the whole season. Alex Benevento, who is a junior, he's a wide receiver, and he had great accomplishments last year, his sophomore year in his football career, but he has his broken arm. But and then we have Carter Seipel, who's been out all season, but he's coming back possibly next week with a sprained ankle. Then we have Cooper, who's the tight end, but he'll be back in about 3 or 4 weeks. And lastly, we have our captain, Ty Groff, who is a quarterback, but he started off playing on the high school football team as a kicker, and so he is still kicking today, but he is not playing a quarterback. But hopefully, we can see some action at the rest. Dylan, Gray, do you think that Ty will continue to play quarterback once he gets better? Or do you think they're going to still keep him as a kicker since he set a school record last game?
Ty's an amazing player. I spoke to him before the game. I mean, he's just an amazing guy. He's got a great mentality. He's looking to come back from this kicking injury and having whatever impact the team needs from him. The team's going to ask a lot. You know, he broke a New Canaan kicking record for 48 yards. He's definitely a player we're going to see come back with that fighting mentality, and maybe we'll see him coming back to quarterback in his first few games back. The record-breaking kick was just something else, 48 yards. He beat out Bob Warden, a former New Canaan alumni, huge Brown football player, went on to do great things. It's definitely something we're very excited to see, and we'll get back to you. We're going to finish the national anthem here.
Okay, so we're back here, and it's definitely going to be a testament for Alex Rusty as the sophomore QB. His first 2 games, he was able to get 2 wins, but after Hunter Telesco having such dominant performances in his first 2 games, will Fairfield Prep be scouting that, and will they stop the run game and go to limit Hunter Telesco? So it's going to show that Rusty's going to have to make a big impact this game, with also key wide receivers out, Max Alert, All-FCAC player, and top wide receiver Alex Benevento. So wide receiver 1 now is Cooper Smith, who went from wide receiver 3 to wide receiver 1. So we're going to need to see big impacts from them tonight.
I got to tell you something, Dylan. We got to talk about Hunter Telesco. Hunter is just one of the best players in New Canaan's recent history. He averaged 140 yards per game thus far, 24 yards on top of that receiving per game. He's definitely a player we're going to watch. He has 5 total touchdowns this year. We'll see if that number goes up tonight.
Yes, I see Hunter Telesco right there, putting his helmet on, number 1. He's going to be he's going to be very good tonight. For week 1, he had 4 touchdowns and was Rudin Report Player of the Week. And second week, he had 1 touchdown. He's leading in rushing yards and receiving yards right now. So it's going to be a big impact right now.
Senior Ty Groff coming up with the broken hand to kick here. Very excited for the start of this game. Highly anticipated matchup. First New Canaan challenge of the year, really.
I'm just ready to see these lights going. I can't wait to see what they have to do with these lights right now.
I'm just as excited as you are, Dylan. This will be something else after a score, after a big play.
It's great to see so many people in the stands right here and have an exciting game tonight. Here's the kickoff with Ty Groff. Great kickoff with Ty Groff.
Fairfield Prep opting to return it. Stopped at the 19.
Big hit there by Justin Azuzar.
Here comes that New Canaan Rams defense. Starting off, we have number 2, middle linebacker, A.J. Bell. Number 4, Matthew Salmini, middle linebacker. Number 12, Jack Boutini, outside linebacker. Owen Leiden, 33, outside linebacker. Number 24, Tucker Milligan.
Now we come out here with the first play of the game. We have deuces on each side. Very spread out offense right now for Fairfield Prep. First play of the game, here we go. Pass, very quick screen pass. They will get about 2 yards on the play. Good pass from QB Tyler Smith.
I got to tell you something. That's something we're going to see a lot tonight. Those screen passes coming on, little quick plays, trying to challenge New Canaan's pass defense. Unfortunately they were only able to gain 1 yard. Here we are in 2nd and 9.
Now we come on to the second play. It looks like they're going to have a tight end in this, and deuces on the left and 1 guy on the right.
Tyler Smith in the shotgun.
It's a run up the middle, and the New Canaan D-line will stop them for no gain on the play. That was a great play by the New Canaan D-line right there. What do you have to say about that, Gray?
God, I believe that was number 2, Javier Perez Soto. He's an amazing defensive lineman here. We saw a few injuries we were struggling with in practice. He was able to break through that line there and make the right play.
Yeah, that was a great play by Javier. The defensive line is a key factor for New Canaan defense right now. And now here we come with the same formation for Fairfield Prep on this 3rd and 10.
Smith in the shotgun.
3rd and 10 here. They have a shift over with the tight end. There's a pass, play action, and it's tipped by number 13, Jack Boutine. Great play by Jack Boutine, and that will be a 3 and out by New Canaan's defense, and now they'll be punting it.
I got to say, Jack Boutine's a guy we're going to watch a lot here. Outside linebacker, he's a senior. He makes a lot of great plays on defense.
Okay, now they're getting ready to punt here. We have Griffin Gettner coming to receive the punt. We have a shift over on the punt, so let's see what happens here. Almost a blocked punt. And Griffin Gettner will call fair catch, but he muffed the punt. Who do you think came up with it, Gray? We'll see right now.
I got to say, Dylan, I think that was New Canaan there. I'm pretty sure number 9, Brendan Hagan, came up with that ball.
Wow, you got to think. First punt First punt reception. You got to think he's a little bit nervous catching that. What do you think his mind was going through right there?
Very, I got to say, Dylan, I mean, it's a nerve-wracking game. The punt was only, I believe, a 30-yard punt. They made it 20 yards, 25 yards down the field. We're now at the 39 here in the scoring direction for the New Canaan Rams.
Well, yeah, luckily here, they were able to get the ball back, and with 10 minutes left, New Canaan will already be in good field position on their own, on Fairfield Prep's own 39-yard line. We have Alex Russi back here. Let's see what he will do. Hunter Telesco will take it up the middle for a run. It will be no gain on the run.
I got to say, Dylan, that's a tough play for the Rams. They're definitely a run-heavy team, and this Fairfield Prep defense excels in the run. We got star defensive end Javier Cannoneer here with the New Canaan Rams. I'm excited to see what he's able to do to shut down the Rams in this run play here. We'll see how the Rams come back from that one here.
We got Alex Russi here. We're trying to call him off sides, but it did not work with the hard count. They're giving them a play. They're changing their formation a little bit. Hunter Telesco is on the right side of the QB now, Alex Russi. Alex Russi's looking. Slant to number 27, Michael Smith. He dropped the pass, but it's okay. We have 3rd down and 10 now.
I got to say, Dylan, there's a lot of pressure being a sophomore starter for Michael Smith on this team. He stepped up to a role. He's gotten his playing time through hard work and through a little bit of luck with those injuries. We'll see if he's able to come up with something later tonight, but unfortunately that was a tough pass and a little bit of chaos, and we'll see how he comes back from it.
You know, with these injuries, we have a lot of underclassmen playing, but you know, with New Canaan history in other sports and football, underclassmen are here to play at New Canaan, and we believe that New Canaan has the best underclassmen and they can do their part. Pass by Alex Russi. This can be a deep pass to number 17, Cooper Smith. Pass was a little bit away from him. It would have been a hard catch, and with that, it's 4th and 10 here. It looks like we'll see a punt, I'd say.
That's a tough ball for Cooper Smith. Quarterback's out of the pocket, trying to find a guy on the side there. Had to make the diving play. I've seen him come up with those a few times in past games. Let's see how he's able to step up here.
Now we have Ty Groff here with being the punter also.
Ty gets this ball down the field. I'm excited to see what he's able to do here on this play.
You know, even though New Canaan didn't get a good first play, I think they're in a good stance right now with the field position they're in. With the touchback right there, Fairfield Prep will be on their own 20-yard line, and even though both teams aren't off to great success, both the defenses are having a great game right now.
Ty Groff, 55-yard punt there into the wind. It's a very windy night here at New Canaan.
It's great to see not just people on the home side here from New Canaan, but a lot of people on the away side from Fairfield Prep. You can see there the Fairfield Prep's bomb squad in the all-white. It's great to see many people supporting this game tonight and here to watch it.
Smith and shotgun here.
Yeah, so we have Tyler Smith here in shotgun again. Same formation as the last 2 plays on their 3rd and 4th. Let's see what they have to do here. They're going to run it up the middle. It's going to be about a no gain, maybe 1 yard at most, but nothing going on right now for the offense for Fairfield Prep.
I got to say, Dylan, I'm pretty sure that was junior outside linebacker Owen Lyden making a heads-up play there, getting through the line really fast off that whistle, able to make a play.
Yeah, there's so many great players making plays that are not just seniors. You see all these players making plays right now, and hopefully we can see some more plays by everyone. We got a screen pass to number 22, Wally Wachowski with the 1 yard gain on the reception.
I got to say, Fairfield Prep has not changed up the offense here. They've been running the same formation for the most part for the last few drives. They haven't had much success in the run game, haven't had much success in the passing game. We'll see what we can do here on the next few plays.
Yeah, so it looks like most of the plays they've been running right now has been a run up the middle or a screen pass, a very quick screen pass. Right there we saw a bubble pass to the running back, Wally Wachowski. And we'll see what they have here on 3rd and 8. Read option pass Pass to number 10, Michael Cristini, but it won't be enough yards. They'll get about 3 yards on the play. It will be 4th down and 5.
New Canaan punt team coming out here. Looks like Brendan Hagan taking back to return this punt.
That's another 3 and out for Fairfield Prep. You got to think, what are they thinking right here with 2 3 and outs and only getting about 6 or 7 yards in 2 possessions?
Listen, it's a nerve-wracking game here. Friday night at 7 o'clock. A lot of fans in the crowd. Sometimes it just takes some time to warm up to the environment.
Now we got Griffin Getner back here. Let's see what he has to do on this punt return. My bad, Brendan Hagan on the punt return.
Bosch punt there. Bit successful, took the low route, more of a squib play.
Now we got the offense back here for New Canaan, and they're not in the same place they were before. Before they were on Fairfield Prep's own 39-yard line, and now they'll be on their own 40-yard line. Now this is definitely better than what Fairfield Prep had to start with, and we'll see what New Canaan will do here on their second possession. You know, Coach Lou Marinelli has to be very happy with his defense so far, and hopefully sophomore Alex Russi can get it going on the second possession.
I'm very excited here to see what Alex Russi has for us.
They have a 2 running back set right now. It's handed off to Hunter Telesco to the right side, and it's fumbled by Hunter Telesco, picked up by number 9, Tanner Langus, and he will run it all the way to the 15-yard line. That was a crazy turn of events right there. First run for Hunter Telesco, and he fumbles it. You got to be thinking, Hunter Telesco had a great first 2 games, and now we got this play with the fumble. The momentum's with Fairfield Prep right here. What are you thinking, Gray?
Tanner Langus, definitely a heads-up play by him. Seeing the ball come out, Telesco fumbling, not something you see every day. That's definitely something he was heads up for. He was able to pick up that ball off a little bit of a squib, and he was tackled at about the 18-yard line, 17-yard line.
Now you got to look here. Fairfield Prep's in great position to score a touchdown. They went from being on their own side to New Canaan's 17-yard line. You got to think, they had 2 3 and outs. This is the time they have to score and make up on this opportunity right here.
Malachi Mercer in the backfield here.
You got a pass from Tyler Smith, and it's an interception. Picked off by, I think that's Matt Salmini. Matt Salmini with the pick. And that's a crazy turn of events right there. You get a fumble from Hunter Telesco, who was picked up from Tanner Langus, and then the play right after, you get a pick from Matt Salmini. You know, as a Fairfield Prep and having that spot, that's not something that you can do right there.
Matt Salmini, my favorite player to watch on this field, number 5, making the heads-up pick right there. Definitely a change of turn of events. Fairfield Prep might have thought they had the touchdown there locked in. Matt Salmini brings it down the field, about a 40-yard gain on that interception.
You know, Matt Salmini before the game was one of our top players to watch, and you could see it right there. Senior Matt Salmini with the pick. Now you got New Canaan on their own 46-yard line. You have to think, after that momentum change, what will happen here with New Canaan? We have Alex Russi, sophomore QB. Let's see. Screen pass to Cooper Smith, I think it is, and
screen pass to Michael Smith there. Wasn't able to come up with anything. Tackled on the ground. Knees hit the ground, I believe, when he caught the ball. So we'll see that. I believe it's a 2-yard gain.
2-yard loss.
2-yard loss,
yes.
Sorry.
But it looks like there might be a penalty on the play. It looks like the refs are talking it over right now. And it looks like the New Canaan Rams will get 15 yards out of this penalty.
Dylan, I'm not sure what we saw on that there.
I'm not sure what the penalty could be. Maybe it could be after the play, hitting him on the ground, or a little roughness on the passer maybe. But, you know, New Canaan got another 15 yards there. They keep getting all these yards right now.
I got to say, Dylan, Matt Salmini, I still can't get over that pick. He has 3.5 sacks this season, 2 interceptions, 8 tackles per game. I'm excited to see what he's able to do in the next few possessions. Not in right now. Hopefully we'll see some more action from him later tonight.
So you see here, those are the most gains for New Canaan so far with the penalty. You hope to see that. Maybe they can get some plays going right now.
Telesco in the backfield.
We have sophomore Alex Russi at QB again. And penalty, it looks like it will be on Cooper Smith with the offsides.
Maybe some illegal motion there. I think he jumped the count. I don't think they were ready for the call there. Cooper Smith a little startled.
It looks like they'll be running a new formation with Cooper Smith on the right side this time with trips right. You got to be thinking it's going to one of these guys on the right. But it's not. It'll be a run up the middle to Hunter Telesco. And he breaks the first tackle and will gain about 7 yards. And going from 1st and 15, they're now at 2nd and 8. You got to say that's a great play by Hunter Telesco and a great comeback from the play he had earlier with the fumble.
Definitely brought down by Timothy Demizio there, able to come down. New Canaan running this quick offense here, right back up, ready for the snap.
Alex Russi trying to get them off sides, Fairfield Prep, but they're staying disciplined right now.
Hard count by the Rams. Russi looking back to his coach Farina for a new play call. So let's go in the backfield once again. Trip to that left side. Single wide receiver on the right. Dylan Pryor here.
Offsides by Michael Smith. You got to think, Michael Smith, this sophomore, not having the game he would want right now.
Yeah, you know what? It's a tough environment to be in. You're a sophomore player here. It's one of your first games starting. You're filling in an injury role. It's really nerve-wracking. And from that first drop pass, he was able to kind of come up with that second screen pass. Wasn't able to get a gain. A little bit low on the throw, but I'm excited to see him come back here, and hopefully he gets another opportunity later in the game.
You got to give props to him, though. He's a sophomore starting on a top team in Connecticut, and now they subbed him out for a little bit, but I bet he'll be back in the game shortly.
Trips left here again from the Rams. Some movement from the defense.
Alex Russi with the read option, and he will go. He's at the 20. He's at the 10. He'll be caught down right at the 1.
Wow.
Great read option by Alex Russi, sophomore Alex Russi. If he can't get it in the passing game, he can get it in the running game. He's the QB we run out right now, and he had that big game. What do you have to say about that, Greg?
And here we go with the lights. Not something that comes up on the broadcast here, but we have red LEDs shining on all the fans here. That was a remarkable play from Alex Russi. Able to run the ball down the field. That's the kind of player he is. He was able to make those huge gains. He has multiple touchdowns this season. He was unfortunately stopped around the 2, but this New Canaan run power defense is something else. So we'll see what they're able to come up here with.
Okay, it looks like it's 1st and goal here on the 1 for New Canaan. And they'll run it right up the middle with number 26. 25, Luke Reed. My bad.
I got to tell you something. That's a jumbo set they run here. They put 10 linemen in the middle, and they get them all in 3-point stance. It's a big hitting play. We had junior quarterback Luke Reed taking the snap there, coming up for a heavy hitting run. Let's see if they can get some yards on the next play.
Yeah, so we see here after Ty Groff got injured, they had to fight back with who would have the starting role as QB, Luke Reed Jr. or sophomore Alex Russi. And right now we see Luke Reed in the game, and he will run it, and it looks like it's touchdown. Luke Reed with the 1-yard rush. Luke Reed will have the first touchdown of the game for New Canaan.
I got to say here, man, Luke Reed is one of the hardest hitting players on defense and one of the most powerful runners on offense. He was able to take it through with that same play there that the Rams run twice in a row. It's usually some guaranteed yardage when they do it. It's something we see near the goal line. They have a heavy hitting player, and here we see number 3, Ty Groff, injured quarterback, kicking the field goal.
Junior Luke Reed, one of my close friends, here with the touchdown on his second play of the game that he was in. He got the first rush, got a little stopped, but on the second play, he was able to score the touchdown. And with the extra point from Ty Groff to make it 7-0, New Canaan Rams with 4 minutes left in the first quarter.
I got to tell you something, Dylan. The worst part about playing with Ty Groff is chasing his balls when you're helping him kick. He kicks those balls so far, that thing is gone in the woods.
Wow. With that run from Alex Russi to put them in position for that touchdown, 2 quarterbacks working together, one getting the huge run and one getting the 1 yard to put it in for the exclamation point. You got to think this is great momentum for New Canaan after the interception from Matt Salmini. And now we have to see what New Canaan will do here on defense and what Fairfield Prep will have to come back with on offense.
This crowd here is electric. The New Canaan student section's louder than ever. This has to be one of the loudest years. Looks like everybody showed up. They're packed. Larger than one bleacher section. repping the web, white, and blue.
And you got to see here on that touchdown, we had the red lights on the fans, and that's something I love to see. It probably lightens up the New Canaan players on the field. It makes them want to play even better. And now we got the New Canaan bomb squad here, jumping, dancing, and going crazy.
Senior Tigroff lining up for the kick here. Second kickoff of the game.
You know, Tigroff might not be the starting QB with his injury, but he's still leaving all he can on the field with his kicks.
I got to tell you something, kickoff is exciting. It's a chance for younger players to get some in-game experience.
Now we got the return here from Fairfield Prep. This will be a huge gain. He's keep on running, and he will be tackled by number 17, Cooper Smith, but he will not be taken down until he gets past the 50-yard line.
I believe that was senior wide receiver Charles Guillermo. That's a great heads-up play out of him. Able to take that ball at the goal line and make something out of it.
Now, after a bad event with Fairfield Prep and letting up an interception and letting up a touchdown, you got to think that maybe might be some momentum for Fairfield Prep to get back into this game with a touchdown right here.
Dylan, that's exactly what they needed, a 50-yard gain there straight off the kickoff.
Now the key part is New Canaan's defense. We really haven't seen New Canaan let up more than 5 yards this whole game so far. So we'll see what Fairfield Prep will come back with right here.
Malachi Mercer back in the backfield here. Powerful fullback for the Jesuits.
We have Tyler Smith here at QB. He'll hand it off.
Malachi Mercer.
Malachi Mercer will get a 2-yard rush right up the middle.
I got to tell you, Dylan, Malachi Mercer is a player to watch. He's electric guy on and off the field, a lot of guys say. He's an amazing football player. He's a strong, powerful fullback. I'm excited to see what he has on this possession.
He's a great player to watch, but with this New Canaan D-line, we haven't seen him be able to do anything yet. Maybe we'll see something's change in these next few quarters or right now, but right now, New Canaan defense is taking down Makila Mercer.
He averages 52 rushing yards per game. Let's see if he reaches that 52 mark tonight.
Tyler Smith with the screen pass to number 14, Ryan Preciano. But he will be tackled instantly, and it will be negative yards on the reception. And now it will be 3rd and 9 for the Jesuits.
I'm excited to hear this Fairfield Prep offensive line has typically been very strong. I'm surprised to not see the Jesuits throwing the ball a little more. I know every team these days is definitely more run heavy, but there hasn't been any deep balls thrown yet this game.
Okay, we'll see here 3rd and 9 for Fairfield Prep. We'll see what they have to do here. You know, all they've been running so far is screen passes and running up the middle. You got to think right here on 3rd and 9, on your 4th possession, you got to change it up a little bit, and they will with a deep pass. And it'll be caught by number 14, Ryan Preciano. And it will be close to the markers. We'll see if he got the first down here. If he didn't, it will be 4th and 1. But it's a penalty on Fairfield Prep.
I'm not sure what that was there. Maybe an illegal block, some holding. I saw a few guys on the ground. Malachi Mercer with a great block, able to shut down the defensive.
Now you got to think, after almost being in a place where it would be 4th and 1 to get a first down, or almost having a first down, after that penalty and getting pushed back, it really takes away Fairfield Prep's momentum right now. Now it looks like they're here to discuss the penalty a little bit more, the referees.
5 officials out here tonight.
What? Nah.
So we'll see. It will be a penalty on Fairfield Prep. Let's see how far they go back here. Looks like they'll go back 10 yards. So I think that would be a holding call. Usually a holding call is 10 yards back. So now it will be 3rd and 20 for Fairfield Prep. After a huge gain and almost having a first down, you got to think they're going for another long pass right here, hoping to get 20 yards to get the first down.
Definitely.
Tyler Smith in the shotgun. A pass to number 10, Michael Cristini. And he will be tackled instantly by Matt Salmini. You know, you see Matt Salmini first with the interception, and right there with a crucial tackle taking down number 10, Michael Cristini.
Dylan, Matthew Salmini is once again my favorite player to watch in this New Canaan Rams defense. 8 tackles per game. He's already had some tackles, an interception. He's electric. He's one of the fastest guys on this field, and you wouldn't even know it. He gets off that middle linebacker position so quickly, and he's able to make a play.
Yeah, you can see Matt Salmini there. He's a big guy, great linebacker, and making big plays over and over again in this first quarter. Now we'll see punt, and will be returned by number 9, Brendan Hagan. But it looks like the punt will go out of bounds, and New Canaan will start at their own 20-yard line.
I like that, Dylan. I'm excited to see what the New Canaan offense is all about. Good running possession for Alex Russi. Let's see if they can replicate that.
Yeah, so last possession we saw. So last play we saw a great run by Alex Russi. So hopefully we'll be able to see some more rushes, but definitely some more passes. We haven't seen any completions yet that have went far with Alex Russi. We're hoping to see that right now, and that's what they're going to start to need getting, with Fairfield Prep probably going to start stopping the rushing game.
Yep, New Canaan Rams here. Trips on the right. Fairfield Prep, a weak passing defense, very strong run defense. Let's see if the Rams can mix it up.
So Alex Russi here. He'll hand it off to Hunter Telesco, and he will get taken down very quickly, but it looks like he'll get 2 yards on the play. We'll have 2nd and 8.
I got to tell you, Dylan, Hunter Telesco here tonight, it's been tough with that powerful run defense. Fairfield Prep with some big, strong defensive linemen, able to shut him down and fire off that line.
Well, you got to know, going to this game, Fairfield Prep's probably main goal was to stop Hunter Telesco, as he's been the key player for New Canaan. So hopefully we can see a turnaround from him. Now we have trips right here with Alex Russi in the shotgun again. He has another read option from Alex Russi, and he will run the ball. He will gain a few yards on the play. It will be 3rd and 5. Another good gain from Alex Russi. You got to see it here. It looks like it's actually 3rd and 4, 3rd and manageable. They should be able to get the first down here. You got to think, though, they're going for a pass, or do you think they're going to run it to their guy, Hunter Telesco?
Dylan, I'm going to go on a limb here. I think they're going to Telesco again. 3rd and short. Telesco's the player that can make that conversion.
You got to look. Fairfield Prep's only got 3 guys in the D line right now, or now 4. Oh, and offsides by number 25, Jack Richer. You got to think right there, 3rd and 4. You can't go offsides. If you go offsides, it's a first down for New Canaan. That's a crucial play mistake from number 25, Jack Richer.
Dylan, that's a tough mistake from Richer here. Definitely costing his team the first down, giving New Canaan Rams a fresh set of downs. I'm excited to see what the Rams are able to do. They're guys with a lot of endurance, able to make these huge runs down the field. Let's see if they'll get into the passing game a little more. I think Fairfield Prep is waiting for it. They're ready. We're in the deuces here, ready to go.
So we got Alex Russi here. He'll hand it off once again to Hunter Telesco. And he'll be taken down pretty quickly, but he will gain about 3 yards on the play. It looks like it will be 2nd and 7.
New Canaan at the 36 here. I'm excited to see what Telesco is all about for the rest of this possession.
Now it looks like they won't call another play until the end of the quarter.
All right, little stat breakdown here. 2 attempts thrown by Alex Russi, completion percentage of 33%. Sorry, 3 attempts, 1 completion. Alex Russi, 41 yards on the play. Of that running play, able to pick up 4 on a separate play. Hunter Telesco, 18 yards so far, averaging 4.5 per carry.
You got to look at these stats and see Alex Russi only has 1 completion in the first quarter.
Headed down to PJ on the sideline here.
Although his jersey number hasn't been the same, every single game, the result of many of his touches have been. New Canaan star scorer Hunter Telesco currently has 5 touchdowns on the year, although he has only been held to 18 yards this game with no touchdowns. Thank you, Gray and Dylan. Back to you.
Yeah, you got to see right now, Hunter Telesco has 5 rushing attempts with 21 yards, 4.2 per carry, and you got to think they're going to keep running it to Hunter Telesco. Hopefully Alex Rossi can get some more passes in right now. But right now we see another run to Hunter Telesco. That will be a big run right there. That will be about 5 yards on the play.
I got to say, Dylan, New Canaan isn't using those wide receivers very much. Before this game, their wide receiver 3 had 1 reception for a 5-yard carry. It's really something the Rams might need to use more if Fairfield Prep starts shutting them down. Their only reception today is Michael Smith with 3 yards lost on his reception.
So you see we got 3rd and 2 here. This will be a crucial play to see who, if New Canaan can keep this momentum going right now.
2 running backs in the backfield, 1 receiver out wide on the right.
You got to think it's a run to Hunter Telesco again, and it will be. But he will be stopped right away. It looks like no gain on the play. It will be 4th down and 2. Gray, do you think right here they're going to go for it, or do you think they're going to go for a punt right now?
Dylan, I think they're going for it. This New Canaan team is aggressive. They're up 7-0. Start of the second quarter. They know Telesco's going to make a play. I'm willing to make a bet. It's either a run to Telesco or Russi relatively up the middle.
Yeah, so we see here, looks like it's 4th and 1.
Bringing out the punt team, actually. New Canaan making this decision.
You know, it's 4th and 1, and they decide to take out punter Ty Groff.
I think Ty's going to get him a lot of yards here. This decision could pay off. Ty's a very consistent punter, able to get the ball down the field. Kicking into the wind here.
And now who will be receiving the punt from Fairfield Prep is Andrew Cray. But with the only being a 25, oh, actually it bounces pretty good. And with a punt that was only 20 yards in the air, it ended up rolling about 15 to 20 yards, making it a very good punt. And Fairfield Prep will start in their own 25.
Dylan, I got to say, there's a lot of pressure, not just for a kicker, but also for the punter. They have to get the ball down the field, and especially with a broken hand, have to be ready to tackle someone if it comes the other way. I think that was a very fortunate situation where the ball was able to pick up some good speed and roll down the field.
Yeah, definitely on a 4th and 1. You got to make that punt go far, or it wasn't worth it to punt. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
If you're it's not going to be a far punt, then you should just go for it.
Definitely. Fairfield Prep with some okay positioning here, starting out on their 23rd, their own 23rd.
So you have to think we haven't seen too much offensive success by Fairfield Prep. Hopefully they can get it going here right now. You know, I think that's been New Canaan's keys is their defense. Only letting up 14 points in their first 2 games. Now we have a rush by number 22, Wally Wachowski, and he will gain 0 yards on the play. He was running up the middle and tried to bounce up to the outside and didn't work out. What do you have to say about that, Greg?
Dylan, Smith to Wally here. It's a connection they've been looking for off the run. It's definitely a tough day for the Jesuits here in the run game. Smith is always in the shotgun. We haven't seen him under center yet tonight. We'll see if that changes up as maybe we look into some QB sneaks or maybe some passing things.
Now, if I'm looking at the stats right here, Wally Wachowski averages 88 yards per game rushing, and you got to think he's not that close to there right now. So hopefully we can see a switch up for him, and maybe he'll get something going in these next few quarters. Now, to Wally Wachowski again with the big gain. After I said that, he gets the 6-yard gain right there.
Wally, definitely an amazing player. Flag here for the Rams, I believe. Wally is just a great guy. He's a guy that can get Fairfield Prep a huge play, a huge reception. You watch some of the other games. He's a touchdown kind of guy. He only has 1 touchdown this year, but he makes huge running plays that allow the Fairfield Prep Jesuits to set up some short gains and score a touchdown.
You know, I talked to Cooper Callahan before the game today, and he said Wally Wachowski took him in as a guy and really brought him into the Fairfield Prep culture as Cooper Callahan being a junior, and he's just a great all-around guy. He's great on the field and great off the field.
Let's see. Huge benefit for the Jesuits. Looks like 15 yards from the spot of the foul. Fairfield Prep, their own 46.
That looks like Fairfield Prep's biggest gain today is with that penalty. Maybe they can get something going right here. And it's a penalty. Penalties are thrown by every single ref. It'll be offsides by Fairfield Prep.
Dylan, man, that's just something you can't do at this point in the game. If you're Fairfield Prep right now, you need the yards. You just got a huge game off of a penalty from the New Canaan Rams. You have to capitalize on those opportunities.
You got to look, with 9 minutes left in the second quarter, this is a key possession for Fairfield Prep to score. You want to see at least one touchdown from your team before going into the half and to tie it up with the New Canaan Rams.
Mercer in the backfield, a little behind Smith here.
See what Tyler Smith will do here. He will hand it off to Mercer, who will take it. He will run. Oh, and then he will get pushed back by the linebackers of New Canaan. But it'll look like he'll get a gain of 5 yards on the play.
Dylan Malachi Mercer, 5'8", 230, one of the most powerful fullbacks you'll see in the state. He's a guy who's going to get some short gains. Looks like he got 6 or 7 for the Jesuits here on that run.
Malachi Mercer, a force to be reckoned with. Let's see what he will do on this next play here.
Dylan, if you're the Jesuits here, what are you thinking? I mean, it's 2nd and 9, 8 minutes left in the quarter. You're down 7. You need a big play. You haven't had that momentum yet.
Yeah, if I'm Fairfield Prep, I'm trusting Tyler Smith, and I'm throwing a slant or a go route to one of my key wide receivers right here. So let's see what Tyler Smith will do here back in shotgun in 2nd and 9. He will do a read option, but give it to Mercer, and he will get a 2 or 3 yard gain, and it will be 3rd and 6.
Yeah, Dylan, you know what? I got to say, these Jesuits play calling right here is not ideal. It's 3rd and 6 here. They really need to get something going. I'm anticipating a pass, 3rd and long. Typically teams go for a pass, maybe a slant to wide receiver Ryan Preziano. We saw a big game out of him earlier. Let's see what he's able to do on this possession.
Yes, you got to look here. The run game's not working. New Canaan D-line is stopping them. If you're Fairfield Prep, you got to pass it here on 3rd and 7.
Preziano out on the left. 2 wide for the Jesuits.
We got Timmy Hartnett here out on the right, but they will not give it to him. It will be a read option to quarterback Tyler Smith, but it will be a fumble on the play, and New Canaan will pick it up. Matt Salmini with the fumble recovery. Matt Salmini's having the game of his life right now. He had a fumble recovery, and I think it was a forced fumble by number 2, A.J. Bell. So 2 linebackers working together. Number 2, A.J. Bell with the forced fumble, and number 5, Matt Salmini with the fumble recovery. 2 key players we said to look out for, and both of them made their mark right there. One with the fumble recovery and one with the forced fumble. What do you have to say about that play right there?
Dylan, hot take right here. Matt Salmini is the best player on the field. As from what we've seen tonight, I mean, he's just unreal. A fumble recovery, an interception, a sack. What more can you ask from a guy like that this early in the game?
Tyler Smith looked like he was going to have a good run right there, but he got stopped and fumbled the ball. Now we see what Alex Russi and New Canaan Rams can do here. They'll hand it to Hunter Telesco, and he will gain about 1 yard on the rush.
Dylan, going back to that last possession, hard hit by A.J. Bell, another player we told you guys to watch out for before the game. A.J. Bell, a big hitter, middle linebacker as a senior, able to pop that fumble out. Matt Salmini to recover.
Now as Fairfield Prep with 2 turnovers and not that many first downs, if any. What do you got to think is going through their head right now? What will they change in these next few possessions?
Dylan, for the Rams here, I'm anticipating run. We've seen it all game. Here, it's either a QB run or a pass. We have 5 out in the wide.
And you called it. It's a QB run, but he will be sacked, and it will be picked up by number 47,
Isaiah Joseph.
But he will be tackled by number 1, Hunter Telesco.
Dylan, that's unfortunate. Fairfield Prep needed that. Unfortunate for the Rams, amazing for the Jesuits. Great heads-up play.
You got to look at the beginning. A pick from New Canaan, a fumble from New Canaan, and then an interception in the first quarter, and then a fumble from Fairfield Prep, and a fumble from New Canaan here. They give it to Alex Russi for the rush, but he fumbles the ball, and it looks like it will be Fairfield Prep 1st and goal on the 10-yard line.
Dylan, it's like we're playing Madden arcade mode right now. The amount of turnovers and caused turnovers and change of possession in this game has been electric. It's been a very exciting game. We have 6:12 left in the half. Flag here. Interested to see who it's on. Could bring the Prep Jesuits all the way back and return possession to the Rams.
Now, even with Fairfield Prep having momentum right now, do you think they have a chance of scoring? To go to the ref right now, just looking at what he's calling on the play, on whose ball it will be or where the ball will be placed. It looks like it will stay Fairfield Prep's ball, but wait. It will look like it's Fairfield Prep's ball, and It will be their ball on New Canaan's 25.
Rams starting defense coming out here. Excited to see what Matt Salmini is able to do on this possession. Coaches in New Canaan not too happy about that call right there.
Now that's definitely a big difference, though. They were at the 10-yard line, and now they're at the 25. You got to think, for a team like Fairfield Prep, who hasn't made that much going on the offensive end, that's a lot of yards lost that they could have had right there.
New Canaan defense here, interested to make a stop. Outside linebacker Owen Lyden, expecting something big out of him right here.
Now, even with Fairfield Prep having the momentum, and after that fumble recovery, do you think they have a chance of scoring here, even with the great position they're in?
Dylan, I do. Fairfield Prep's a great team. We got Smith under center here. First time this game. I think we're going to Mercer up the middle.
It will be to Wally Wachowski, you know, who we talked about earlier, such a great guy. He'll get about 1 yard on the play.
Dylan, the versatility from this Fairfield Prep run game is really incredible. They have Wally averaging 88 per game, Mercer with 52, and Morris with 5. This is something we don't see out of really many other teams here with that running back diversity. New Canaan Rams especially, just with Telesco averaging around 140.
Yeah, senior Wally Wachowski here with the 1 yard gain. We'll see what they have to do here on second down. Fairfield Prep hasn't really passed the ball that much. You got to think. They got to go for a slant or go route eventually. Having a senior quarterback in Tyler Smith, junior quarterback in Tyler Smith, upperclassman, you got to put some trust in him and throw him the ball. Let him throw the ball.
Another run to Wally.
They'll let Wally run it again, and he'll get stopped, but he'll get stopped by A.J. Bell, but it will be a 3 yard gain. It looks like it'll be 3rd and 6.
A.J. Bell thinking he had that fumble there. Looks like the player was down. Wally was down before A.J. was able to scoop that ball up.
You know, A.J. Bell had a forced fumble earlier. He was going for one again right there. Great player, like we talked about earlier before the game. A key player to watch out for on the defense with him and Matt Salmini, the two duo linebackers who are making a very big impact on this game right now.
Dylan, I got to say, I'm excited for Malachi Mercer right now here, what he's able to do. My correction, he is not in. I am excited for Wally Wachowski to see what he's able to do on this. Tyler Smith in the shotgun.
I'm excited for Tyler Smith. I say here on 3rd and 7, you got to make a big pass right here.
To Wally.
They decided to hand it off to
and
Wally, though.
Sacked by Matt Salmini.
Matt Salmini here with another great tackle. It's a tackle for loss right there on the play. Matt Salmini is making tackle, interception, and he's getting fumble recoveries. He can do everything on defense. What can he not do, Gray?
Dylan, he's my MVP of the game right now. We haven't seen any flaws in his game tonight. 0 mistakes. He's been relentless. He's shedding his blocks. He's throwing guys on the ground. He's all over this field. He's everywhere.
Now 4th and 9 here for Fairfield Prep. You got to be thinking, like I've been saying, they got to pass it. When do you think they're going to pass it? Do you think here's the play?
Dylan, 4th and long, 4th and 9 here. Against this New Canaan Rams defense, I don't think there's any run in Fairfield Prep's playbook that's going to get them 9 yards here. I think they're going to put some air on the ball. Excited to see what wide receiver gets a touch here.
And they'll pass it back. Deep pass. And it'll be a touchdown by number 14, Ryan Prestione. And that's a great pass by Tyler Smith. You know, they gave him some trust by letting Tyler Smith sling it back, and he was able to pass it to number 14, Ryan Prestiano.
Dylan.
And he was able to make a great catch right there, keeping both feet in and making the touchdown.
That's an amazing route running by number 14, Ryan Prestiano, able to get outside of his defender and catch it over the back of his head. Perfect placement by Smith.
You know, New Canaan's defense had been having a great game so far, and that's the first big play they've let up. You got to be thinking, and Fairfield Prep is having great momentum right now, and maybe this will be a changing point for Fairfield Prep, and they will go to look to pass it, have Tyler Smith pass it more.
Dylan, Robert Murphy, defensive lineman as a junior, kicking that field goal there.
Yeah, if I'm the Fairfield Prep coaches right now, I'm having a lot of confidence in Tyler Smith right now. That was a perfect pass right there. You know, number 7, Griffin Gettner, almost had the deflection there. That was a hard play for him. You know, when I saw that, I thought he had that. I thought number 7, Griffin Gettner on New Canaan had the deflection there.
Dylan, this changes the whole game. After that reception, I think Fairfield Prep has more confidence in their ability to air the ball out to good wide receivers. I think we'll be seeing a lot more passing for the rest of this half. There's 3 minutes left. Fairfield Prep Jesuits have tied it up. They've got to make something happen here if they want to have the lead going into halftime.
And that's exactly what Fairfield Prep wanted. They needed a touchdown there before going into halftime. And that's a great momentum shift for Fairfield Prep. And now we'll see what's going to happen on this kickoff right here. We have number 9, Brendan Hagan, and number 7, Griffin Gettner back here for the kick return.
Dylan, 2 athletic returners here. We've seen Hagan a little more on the punt return team. Excited to see who comes up with the ball here. First kickoff for the Jesuits.
That was a great pass by Fairfield Prep. I'll just keep talking about it. You know, that was about a 25-yard pass, I'll say. Do you agree, Gray?
Yeah, that's got to be around 25 yards, placed over that defender's head. Some man coverage there, able to slip through the backside of his corner. Tough play to make on both sides of the field. Executed well by the Prep.
You see all the New Canaan fans here. They're all getting really crazy and rattled up right now. They're hoping for a big gain right here. We have Brendan Hagan here, number 9. Let's see what he can do here. He'll shift off a few guys and get up to the 28-yard line.
Dylan, another guy on my list here, Brendan Hagan, one of the shiftiest guys in the field, along with Griffin Gettner. He's able to make plays like that, maybe shed a block or two, and get this crowd excited.
So, New Canaan scored a few possessions ago, but the momentum hasn't been there since. Do you think they'll take it back here with the last 3 minutes and be able to put up a touchdown?
Dylan, I think the New Canaan Rams have a bit of momentum to work with here. I think they got the fans cheering louder. A lot of fans are piling up on the edge of the fence. Everyone's on the edge of their seat, anticipated to see what New Canaan has here.
You know, as sophomore Alex Rusty, you got to think what's going through his head right here, how stressed he is, or if he's keeping it calm. We'll see right here on this play right here. They're going for a hard count. Fairfield Prep won't budge, though.
Michael Smith, wide left here, only wide out receiver for the Rams. Telesco in the backfield.
And it will be a toss to Hunter Telesco to the right side. You know, Hunter Telesco's a fast guy there, but he'll be stopped for only a 2-yard gain.
Don, I got to say, both of these teams have very talented running defenses. Fairfield Prep was able to identify the run right away with that pitch in the backfield and able to stop Hunter Telesco even after it might have looked like he was about to get a break.
We've seen a lot of running here. Maybe we'll see some more passing from Alex Rusty right here on this possession.
Dylan, New Canaan Rams air out a ball once in a while just to keep the defense guessing. I think this is what they might be doing in the next possession. 2 minutes, 40 seconds left in the game.
And they'll hand it off to Hunter Telesco again. Outside left. It looked like it will be a first down for New Canaan. And you got to see right now, they have the momentum going. 5 yards from Hunter Telesco, another 5 yards from Hunter Telesco. He's keep on running, and if they get these yards, they're going to have to speed it up a little bit because there's only 2 minutes and 30 seconds left. But if they keep this momentum going, it looks like they'll score a touchdown.
Dylan Telesco has been the go-to option all night. Looks like the Rams are looking at him in this quick hurry-up offense. Stopped down with a no-gain handoff from quarterback Alex Rusty.
Yeah, he'll be stopped shortly. Maybe after 3 passes to Hunter Telesco, you got to think he's a little bit tired here. Maybe they'll do a run to Alex Rusty, or maybe they'll look to pass it.
Yeah, I'm excited to see what we're doing here. 2 wideouts on each side for the Rams. 2:07 left in the second half.
Alex Rusty with the hard count, looking for a play.
New Canaan Rams, time ticking down on the clock. Maybe stalling a bit of time, making sure they have the end of this possession.
We'll see,
2nd and 10.
We'll see number 34, James McClerney, moving to the left side for trips left. And Hunter Telesco moving to the right side. Let's see what New Canaan Rams can do here on 2nd and 9.
Dylan McInerney's another young guy.
Alex Rusty will pitch it right with the read option, and Hunter Telesco will get taken down instantly by number 9, Tanner Langus.
Dylan, not much yardage out of Langus since a play earlier this game. Sorry, he's on defense here. He's able to make that play, heads up, very good player.
Now having such a fast guy with Hunter Telesco, that's got to be a great play by Tanner, being able to get to Hunter Telesco and making the great tackle right there.
Dylan, Javier Cannoneer here at the nose guard. We've been seeing a lot of defensive end at him earlier this season. Excited to see if he's able to get through this line.
Okay, 1 minute left. 3rd and 8 for New Canaan. Let's see what Alex Rusty can do here. He's going out for the pass. Deep pass by Alex Rusty, but it will be in the air for way too long. It will be interception by number 12, Patton Royale. Interception by Patton Royale. You got to look on that pass. It was looking great for that wide receiver he had there, but it just went down a little bit too early right there.
Dylan Patton, the 6'4" senior here for the Jesuits. able to capitalize off of that duck ball opportunity coming up short for wide receiver Cooper Smith. You could see he was able to identify that that ball was not going to make it as far as he liked, but it was too late. The catch was already made.
Now, what do you got to think is going through Alex Dorsey's head right here as a sophomore QB? His last 2 possessions with a fumble and then an interception.
Dylan, he's a young guy, but I think he's handled the pressure well in the last few games, especially with these blowout situations. I'm excited to see what he's able to do today and then on the next possession.
First pass by right there from Tyler Smith to number 10, Michael Krislini.
Dylan, favorite guy on the field right now, Andrew Nolan. I mean, he's electric there, making that heads-up play to make it second down, 41 seconds left in the game. That's the kind of play you need from a senior. I mean, you need a guy on the field who's able to make that heads-up play right before halftime and shut him down on second down.
Now with a 2nd and 10 here, 40 seconds left as the New Canaan defense coordinator, Coach Silvestri, you got to be thinking, we got to stop Fairfield Prep here. We can't let the momentum keep going and keep it at 7-7, so when we go into the halftime, it's tie game.
Dylan, we've got to anticipate the deep ball here. Not on the next play, maybe in 2. We've got to anticipate the deep ball. It's worked once. The New Canaan passing defense isn't the strongest right now. I think Smith is going to capitalize off of that opportunity, maybe hit wide receiver Ryan Preziano for another touchdown.
You know, with that deep pass from Tyler Smith for the touchdown pass possession, the Fairfield Prep coaches definitely have a lot of more confidence in their QB, junior, Tyler Smith. Now we'll be getting ready here for the pass. Let's see what will happen here. You know, we have number 22, Wally Wachowski, back behind Tyler Smith.
Dylan, they've been liking him today a little more than Mercer. I think he's been able to capitalize off of these run opportunities
now,
a little more.
Tyler Smith with the pass, but almost intercepted by number 9, Brendan Hagan.
Dylan,
Brendan Hagan with the deflection right there on the pass.
Hagan's been a great player today, able to make some yardage off of those kickoff and punt return opportunities. A great corner for the New Canaan Rams. He's a lockdown kind of guy.
You know, Brendan Hagan's been all over the field. Special teams, defense, you name it. He keeps making plays. Let's see what's going to happen right here on this play. You got to be thinking Tyler Smith will be passing it again on 3rd and 10. And he'll be dropped back. New Canaan with the rush. Oh, and Tyler Smith will get through the first one, then the second one. But then we'll get tackled from behind by number, we'll see when he gets up. Number 3, or number 2, A.J. Bell, my bad. Number 2, A.J. Bell with the tackle from behind.
Dylan, once again, that's a player we've been looking out for all game. One of our 6 players to watch in our pregame show. A.J. Bell, the electric senior. One thing I want to talk about here is Fairfield Prep Jesuits have a tall receiving core. Most of their guys are well above 6 foot. In comparison to the Rams, they're definitely a bit taller. Quarterback Tyler Smith with a little bit of height also, able to see over the line, hit those taller guys against some of the shorter New Canaan corners.
Now with 7 seconds left here, you got to think as Fairfield Prep, you got to pass it deep here. 4th and 3, you're not really looking for a first down, you're just looking for a touchdown right here on this last play.
Agreed, Dylan. 8 seconds, left in the game here in the half. Excited to see what the Jesuits are able to do. They're not in field goal range. I don't believe they have a kicker who can get into field goal range anywhere within the 30. Might be more of his range. I think the Jesuits have to air one out here. Rams are going to be in a deep option defense here.
Now to go back to that pass play, we saw A.J. Bell with the tackle. And what I saw on the field was when Tyler Smith was tackled, A.J. Bell was trying to get that ball. He's trying to get every fumble he can right now. He had one earlier. I bet he's going to have another one by the end of this game.
Dylan, these New Canaan middle linebackers here, A.J. Bell, Matt Salmini, amazing guys, making plays all over the field.
You just can't get better than that. 2 great middle linebackers. We'll see what happens here on 4th and 4 for Fairfield Prep with 7.8 seconds left.
Wachowski in the backfield, Smith in the shotgun. 2 players wide on each side for Fairfield Prep.
And it will be an out pass to number 10, Michael Cristini. But he will drop it, getting a little scared right next to all the New Canaan players maybe. But right now it'll be 4 seconds left for New Canaan's ball on Fairfield Prep's 47-yard line.
Dylan, I think what Cristini was going for there was the short gain, get the first down, and have another play on that drive. Maybe a little bit of a longer ball. Mix up the Rams here, who thought they were going to be going deep with maybe a Hail Mary look.
Now with a kicker like Ty Groff, do you think New Canaan will go for a quick 10-yard, 5-yard gain and try to get a field goal of Ty Groff, or do you think they're going to go for a touchdown right here?
Dylan, I think they might go with a short run. I'm not sure. I think one pass attempt opportunity might be it here.
Now
Rams
we'll
coming
see
out 3 wide right. Can't afford the time on the run. 4 seconds left in this game.
Alex Rusty back here. Let's see what sophomore QB Alex Rusty can do right now. Here comes out Hunter Telesco. 5 wide receivers out. They're definitely passing it deep. Alex Rusty's in the pocket for a while. He's passing it deep, and it will be incomplete pass. And that's how we'll end the halftime. 7-7. New Canaan Rams 7. Fairfield Prep Jesuits 7.
Very excited to see how both these teams return here.
Very big defensive game right now. Each team only with 1 touchdown and many turnovers so far.
Dylan, I'm very excited here. Some more of the new stadium lights coming out. I believe we have blue, purple, and red. Here's some green. These are very cool lights. They're lighting up. It looks amazing in person.
Wow, these lights are beautiful. It just makes me want to be out in those stands right now and see those colors for myself. I'm seeing them in the booth, but I'd love to see it in person right now.
New Canaan Bob squad here. Quiet at the half, 7-7. We haven't seen much energy out of either of them. I know New Canaan's had its moments. Fairfield Prep been a little quiet. I know they're away. They do have lighter numbers in that bomb squad.
Oh, I don't know about you, Gray, but I've heard that Fairfield Prep bomb squad. They're pretty loud out there. I can hear them from across the field right now. Let's see if we can hear anything from the New Canaan bomb squad in the second half.
All Sports Booster Club, Platinum, and Gold sponsors. We would like to thank our Platinum sponsor, Dr. William Fessler at Family Dentistry, the dental office for your entire family's dental needs. At William Fessler Family Dentistry, smile, you're in good hands. We would like to thank our Platinum sponsors and NCHS alumni, Leo and Steve Carl of Carl Chevrolet, who have been proud supporters of our local athletic programs for generations. Their dealership has been serving Fairfield County since 1927. Their team is ready to assist with you with all of their automotive needs.
You know, I get all my favorite cars there.
Shout out, chat. We would like to thank our Platinum sponsor, Walter Stewart's. Walter Stewart's Market has supported the NC Rams athletics and entire New Canaan community for years. Walter Stewart's is your fresh local market.
That's where I get all my groceries. The food there is great.
We would like to thank our gold sponsor, Anderson Kenny Architecture, a full-service practice that encompasses a range of commission, residential, and commercial projects. Each project is a thoughtful collaboration tailored for clients and their needs. The outcome is personal, constructed with intention and integrity.
You know, they architected my house, and my house came out great.
We would like to thank our gold sponsor, Frangione Engineering. Planting and putting in a pool or an addition to your house? Are you having drainage issues on your property? Frangione Engineering can help you find a solution.
I actually had draining a week ago. They came and helped.
Thank you for our gold sponsor, Performance Optimal Health, who proudly supports all New Canaan Rams athletes in their 22 to 23 seasons. Their teams help clients achieve both health goals through exercise, recovery, nutrition, stress management, and they offer a congratulations to all teams competing this season. We would also like to thank our gold sponsor, Renaissance Partners, a family-owned and New Canaan-based residential building and remodeling company, serving all of Fairfield County.
Thank you, sponsors.
Again, a big thank you to all of our sponsors. The NC Rams All Sports Booster Club supports all New Canaan High School athletics. Go Rams!
Okay, now I will talk about the QB comparisons. First with Tyler Smith. He is 6 for 10 on passes, 56% with 36 passing yards, 1 touchdown, and 1 interception. He also has 15 rushing yards. Then we have Alex Russi, who's 1 for 5 with 20% completion with -3 yards. He has 1 interception, but he also has 35 rushing yards. And you got to look at these stats and look. Tyler Smith, a little bit more passing yards, a little bit more completion, but not that much of a difference. Alex Russi, hopefully we can see it going for him, but his rushing yards are there, and it's going to be crazy to see what these QBs are going to do in the second half. Will they pass it more and give more confidence to these QBs, or will they not? Or will they keep running the ball like they've been doing?
I'm here to bring you your halftime NCTV player of the game. I've nominated Matt Salmini. He's an amazing player who's made so many plays on this field thus far. He's had 2 direct cause turnovers, an interception, and a fumble recovery, as long as many tackles and sacks to continue his legacy. I'm excited to see the rest of the game he has, along with players like A.J. Bell and quarterback Tyler Smith, who's also had a great game. Go Rams.
we only have one completion with -3 yards. I want to see if they can put some more confidence in Alex Rusty and maybe give him the chance to throw some more passes and see what he's got. I think Alex Rusty can make a big impact in the second half if he's able to make his passes to key wide receivers like Cooper Smith, Will Langford, and Michael Smith. What do you think about Fairfield Prep, though?
Dylan, I think Fairfield Prep needs to step up in their passing game. They've had one great reception, but that's not enough to put them ahead this game. They're such an athletic team with great wide receivers. They've got the height advantage over the Rams' corners and safeties. I'd like to see Fairfield Prep throw the ball a little more. We know they have the arm with Tyler Smith. He's an amazing quarterback. He averages a large number of yards per game. He's just an electric player on this field tonight.
Now New Canaan will be returning it here. We have Brendan Hagan and Griffin Gettner out to return it once again. You can hear from the booth, these New Canaan fans are excited. They're ecstatic. They're ready to see what New Canaan has to offer in the second half right now.
Dylan, I'm very excited. This is the first home football game for the New Canaan Rams. This is their home opener. Everybody's excited. We're all happy that football season's back.
These are two great teams. This is New Canaan's first real challenging matchup of the year. And right now, I think they are playing great with all the injuries they have and all the young players that are playing right now.
Agreed. Kick back. Griffin Gettner on the return. Catches it.
Griffin Gettner with the return, and he will be hit by his own guy. It looked like he fumbled it for a second, but I think he recovered his own ball, and yes, he did. It will be New Canaan on their own 31-yard line to start.
Dylan, that's all the Rams need. That's all the Rams need. Get into the 32. I mean, that's an awesome return. A touchback would have brought you shorter. You got positive yards. It was safe. There wasn't a fumble. He got tackled. No injury. That's exactly what the Rams were looking for.
Now I'm going to talk about New Canaan's offensive line a little bit right now. We haven't talked about them too much. They've been playing pretty good. Alex Rusty hasn't got sacked yet. That one rush where he got stopped back, but they've been able to hold their ground, able to let Hunter Telesco get his rushing yards. And now we see here with the read option with Alex Rusty. He's able to gain 1 yard right there.
Alex Rusty taken down, only 1 yard on the play. It'll be 2nd and 9. I believe that was nose guard number 51, Michael Silk, a player that we weren't sure we would see in this game due to earlier practice injuries.
Alex Rusty back here. Let's see what he'll do. They're going for the hard count once again. Now, my favorite player to watch on the line is Ben Sibbett. He's the center as a junior. Let's see what he does right here. They got the shotgun, and they will hand it off to...
Taken down by Javier Cannonier. Listen, he's one of the guys on this list that excels. Amazing player, 7.5 tackles per game for Javier. Just a junior coming in at number 90. He is 6'2", 240 defensive lineman. He's a stud, he's a strong player, hopefully looking into getting into the college scene.
He's one of the top players for Fairfield Prep, and he brought top player Hunter Telesco down like it was nothing.
Dylan, he's an amazing guy. He can play defensive line. He can play even a bit of linebacker. I mean, this guy is amazing.
3rd and 11 here. We got to see what Alex Rusty will do here. They definitely got to look for a pass right here, and they will. Deep pass. It'll be a screen to Hunter Telesco, and he will get tackled instantly by number 3, Xander Petridis.
Petride's there on the tackle. Brought the Rams down. Rams bringing out the punting team. Punter number 3, Ty Groff.
Yeah, it looks like they're Rusty. All the defensive ends were coming at him. He had to get the pass off. It looked like he wanted to go for a longer pass, but that's not what he was able to do, and he had to go for the screen pass to Telesco. That didn't work out.
Groff in the wind, amazing punt.
And it's a ball by Fairfield Prep. Now who's got the ball? It looks like New Canaan might have the ball. And it's in the rest of New Canaan has the ball. Fairfield Prep, punt returner, muffs the punt, asking for a fair catch. And that is punt returner number 4, Andrew Pry with the muff on the punt. And that is a key play for New Canaan on that fumble return right there.
That's an unfortunate situation, not what the Jesuits were looking for, ideally. There's a lot of pressure on those punt returns. There's a lot of pressure to perform. Catching the ball is a very underrated thing, especially with the height Ty Groff was able to get on that punt. Punting into the wind, a little bit of acceleration moving forward. It was a tough ball to bring in, and unfortunately it slipped through his hands, able to be covered by the Rams.
That was a great punt by Ty Groff. And on these punt returns, it gets a little nervous. You got guys running at you, the wind's in your face, focus on catching the ball. It's nerve-wracking. And right there, he wasn't able to come down with it. But right now, we have
Rams in their jumbo set here. Luke Reed at quarterback.
We have Luke Reed at quarterback, and he will run it. Oh, and he will run it, and Luke Reed will run it! 35-yard touchdown, Luke Reed! Luke Reed has only been in for 3 plays and has 2 touchdowns. Luke Reed has only been in for 3 plays but has 2 touchdowns. He's only been in for a few plays, but he's made his impact on this game right now.
Luke Reed's an amazing player. Comes in for those running plays. He had 2 touchdowns prior this season. This will be his 3rd. Just an amazing player when you need that extra yardage. That jumbo set definitely working for the Rams. 10 guys down in 3-point stances. You take your biggest, you take your strongest, you put him down. You get a power runner like Luke Reed just to run through that broken tackle.
Now there's a penalty on the play here. Let's see if it will be a touchdown. I think the touchdown will stay. Touchdown Rams. It looks like they're going for an extra point right here. Wow. Luke Reed's only in for 3 plays and has 2 touchdowns. And it looks like after that run, he has 36 rushing yards. Which is
Sophomore Luke Robinson here on the hold. Ty Groff here on the kick. Ty's a guy who we see make these kicks. Doesn't miss them very often. Let's see what Ty can do here. Looks like they're getting a bit of extra yardage due to the penalty on the play. That's definitely a benefit for the Rams. Might not be something needed by Ty Groff here tonight.
Now with New Canaan's second possession being that crazy run by Luke Reed, what do you got to be thinking right there, Gray?
Dylan, Luke Reed's an amazing player, and he makes amazing plays. Ty Groff, 1 extra point there. I spoke to Ty Groff before the game and asked him about his play on the field. I asked him, he recently broke the record for the New Canaan High School field goal at 48 yards, and I asked him how much confidence he had in his ability to kick under pressure. Ty is such a mature young man. He was honored that he was able to beat the New Canaan High School field goal record, and he's super confident in his kicking abilities in tough situations, and he's hoping to have the opportunity to be able to even hit a further one this year in a home environment.
Now, with a great play right there from Luke Reed, I'll go back to the touchdown. Do you think New Canaan will bring in Luke Reed more and give him the ball on these handoffs and give him the chance to rush the ball more with this successful production right now?
Definitely. I think New Canaan is just going to take this momentum to the next play and the next play and the next play and hammer even harder. Here on the kickoff, Ty Groff, number 3.
Wow, Gray. I'm just so excited. You know, Luke Reed is my guy. I love to see him score a touchdown. But let's see what Fairfield Prep will do here on this next return after this touchdown.
Luke Reed with both touchdowns here. A player we've been watching tonight. Definitely a power run guy for the New Canaan Rams.
Now, the kickoff looks like it's a lot closer. That probably goes back to the penalty, which was probably on Fairfield Prep, which gave New Canaan a better opportunity on the kickoff.
Rams kicking from the opposition's 45-yard line.
Now, you got to be thinking here, Ty Groff's got a boot. This is probably going to go into the end zone, and it will. That will be a touchback.
It's a touchback. I mean, Ty Groff with that leg, 45 yards to the end zone. You could have counted on that. 1 in 10, he might mess up. 1 in 20, he might mess up. But Ty Groff is such a consistent guy in these kickoffs. He'll never mess up. He has so many great yardage. He's kicking with the wind. It's helping him. Everything's working out tonight here for the Rams.
See Luke Reed right there on the sideline right now. All the players are going crazy for him. He's excited. I talked to him before the game, and he said he was going to make a key part in the rushing game. He was going to get more rushes as the quarterback, being the rushing quarterback, and he has showed that. He has proven that.
I'll tell you this. 3 rushing attempts for Luke Reed, 2 touchdowns. That's the kind of player he is. 34 yards on those carries, an average of about 11 per carry.
You can't get better than that with stats right there. Now we have Fairfield Prep back here on offense. Let's see what they can do here. 1st and 10. They'll start with a run right up the middle.
Wait.
Tackle by Matt Salmini. He keeps making these tackles. What do you have to say about your favorite player, Gray?
Dylan, this is my halftime player of the game. He could potentially be the player of the game. Matt Salmini is the man tonight. He's a dog. He's such a powerful middle linebacker. I'm excited to see what he's able to do in these next possessions. He's already had the game of his life, and I'd be excited to see what he's able to do from here.
You know, we got 2nd and 10 here. Looks like they didn't get any rushing yards on that last play there. Let's see if Fairfield Prep will trust Tyler Smith in throwing the ball a little bit more.
3 out wide.
And they will run it up the middle again to number 22, Wally Wachowski, who will get a 0-yard gain. Now,
Dylan, that running game has been tough for the Jesuits, getting past the Rams. Matt Salmini, such a powerful guy, reminds a well-known player. Caleb Griffiths for Loomis Shafee, a strong linebacker, very agile guy. That's who Matt Salmini is looking like tonight.
I couldn't agree more with you, Gray. You got 3rd and 10 here. You got to think Fairfield Prep's going to go for a pass.
Yep.
They have juices on each side. Let's see what QB Tyler Smith will do.
Motion by number 6.
And he's
William
dropping
McCormick.
back Tyler Smith. He will run to the right side, and he will throw it out of bounds. Tyler Smith right there went to a bootleg to the right. He didn't see any of his wide receivers open, so he just threw it out of bounds. All the New Canaan D played great defense right there to make sure there was no pass.
Dylan, I didn't see any wide receivers in the direction of the ball. I was kind of thinking grounding there.
So with grounding, if you're able to bounce, then it's not intentional grounding, but that was probably the smartest play by quarterback Tyler Smith. Maybe he could have tried to run for it, but it didn't look like he would have had a chance. I think that was the smart decision right there to just throw it out of bounds.
Brendan Hagan in the back here, returning the punt for the Rams.
Brendan Hagan, he's going to call for a fair catch. He's not even going to go for the catch, and it will be a great punt by Fairfield Prep's punter.
Poison here for the Rams. Picked up by number 41, Bryce Miller, defensive senior lineman for the Jesuits. Dylan, this is an exciting game here. A lot of back and forth punting, a lot of action. What do you think the Jesuits need to do to pick up their tempo?
You know, Fairfield Prep's defense hasn't been too bad. The 2 touchdowns have came off of 2 big runs by each of the quarterbacks on New Canaan. And you got to think, as Fairfield Prep, all you got to get going is the offense. They had their 1 touchdown off of that big play on defense that led to the touchdown. Or they had the big passing play, and you got to think, after having that big passing play, they got to pass it again. And now we got another run with Luke Reed, and he will get hit very hard right there from number 8, Jonathan Morris.
Yep, Jonathan Morris on that play there, very heads up, playing deep safety. He's a guy in the beginning who we said to watch out for. Very powerful hitter. He's not the biggest guy on the team. He's coming in at 6'2", 190, very strong, powerful safety. He's one of the hardest hitters on the field.
Looks like they got Alex Rusty back in the game, sophomore QB. Let's see what he will do here. They're going for the hard count. It will not come. So they will get a play here, and let's see what will happen. The wide receivers are shifting up a little bit.
Trips right, Michael Smith solo on the left, Telesco on the right side of the backfield.
You know, I'm thinking right here, Michael Smith, he looks like he's got a lot of space. I'm thinking slant to Michael Smith or give him the go route, you know what I mean? But they'll do a screen to the right side to number 18, Will Langford, but the refs will call the play off right before the play could get off.
I got to say, William Langford, a very hard worker, playing through a bit of a back injury right now, but with the Rams, with a lot of starters out, there's not much you can do sitting out in practice. You got to put the helmet on, you got to strap up, and you got to play through this.
You got to see Alex Rusty was a little angry after that play and not having the play go his way, because it looks like New Canaan would have gotten a good amount of yards there, but instead they're looking at 3rd and 14. But I trust my QB, Alex Rusty, to make a big play right here. You know, it's 3rd and 14. They haven't passed it that much, but you're thinking they got to pass it here.
Tough positions for the Ram. We're looking for the deep ball on this play. Telesco out wide, definitely going to be a pass.
Rusty looking for Telesco, not open. He will break 1 tackle, and he will be sacked by number 90.
Javier Cannoneer, once again. That's got to be a player that we got to watch more, guys. He's an electric defensive lineman. He's been all over, 7.5 tackles a game, like I said before. He's just all over. He's such a strong, he's a powerful player. He's at 6'2", 240, a strong defensive lineman, able to get through that O-line for New Canaan.
You know, Alex Rusty looked to throw it back, but no one was open, so he had to pull it out, and he couldn't get away, and he was sacked by number 90, Javier Cannoneer. And Javier Cannoneer is one of the players we talked about earlier as one of the top players for Fairfield Prep, and he is showing that right now that he is one of the top players, making big impact plays with that sack.
Tough possession there for the Rams. 3rd and 15 did not work out in their favor. Punt by Ty Groff, very favorable. Might have been tipped a little bit or just a bit of a squib. Okay yardage. The Fairfield Prep Jesuits will be on their own 48.
Now, if I'm Fairfield Prep here, obviously you want a touchdown, but as long as you can get some of the offense moving, that would be great. You know, we haven't seen too much greatness from the Fairfield Prep offense. I think they should pass it to give Tyler Smith, let him pass it out a little bit more, but we'll see right here. They'll be on their own 48-yard line.
Ryan Preziano here, outside on the left, trips right for the Jesuits.
Tyler Smith will get ready. And he will hand it off
to Mercer.
Mercer with the 5-yard run, and will be stopped. That's a good run by Mercer right there. You can't. It's a good solid run. You don't. If you keep getting those yards, you'll score a touchdown. You know what I mean?
Malachi Mercer Robinson, a very strong fullback here. Looks like they're switching up, giving Wally a bit of a rest.
Tyler Smith hands it off to Mercer once again, and Mercer will shed 2 guys off. That's the first time I think I've seen him shed off Matt Salamini there, but they'll still stop him. Mercer will get a rush of 2 yards there.
Yeah, the New Canaan Rams, once one guy got hands on the running back, everybody else swarmed. There were only 1 or 2 players that didn't get in and push that pile. That definitely helped for at least a yard or 2.
Now Fairfield Prep keeps getting solid yards here. They get 5 yards, they get 2 yards, and right now they're staying at 3rd and 3. They got to get this first down here to show momentum right now. They still got Mercer in. I think they're feeling pretty confident in Mercer right now. He's showed progress right now, and he's looking good. Let's see what Fairfield Prep's offense will do.
Opposition's 45-yard line.
And Smith will pass the screen pass to number 10, Michael Christini, and he will get the first down. 3-yard reception off the screen pass.
Dylan Christini's made a few great plays tonight. He had a tough miscatch earlier, which ended the half for the Jesuits, but he's definitely a player that's able to step up here and make some plays. He averages 39 receiving yards per game for the Jesuits earlier this season in the last 2 games. I think he could be approaching that number tonight.
You gotta look, he just ran off the field. He was holding his back. Maybe he might be a little bit injured, a little roughed up. Hopefully he'll be okay. He was able to run off, and we'll see right there. Now Tyler Smith with another pass to number 18, Finn Malloy. Finn Malloy is a sophomore with the great pass in reception for about 8 yards on the play.
Malloy's a great player. Looks like he's getting a bit more playing time right now, especially as one of the better players just walked off the field.
You know, it's great to see all these underclassmen getting some playing time, and Finn Malloy is not getting stopped by this pressure and under the lights as a sophomore. He's able to make key plays right there, and that's his first reception of the night. And it looks like New Canaan had a penalty on the play, and it'll be 1st down and 10, Fairfield Prep on New Canaan's 19.
Dylan moving the chains here, approaching the red zone is not something the Rams want. They have a 7-point lead, 4 minutes left in the 3rd quarter. The Rams have to hold them this possession to maintain momentum.
Now Fairfield Prep's doing exactly what they need. Getting short yards, 5, 3 yards, exactly what you need to do, just getting there slowly and slowly, and they're getting more confident in Tyler Smith. They're passing the ball, they're throwing the screen passes in the outs. And right here they'll go to Mercer down the middle, and looks like, oh, he's still up. He is still up, and he will get about 8 yards on the play.
Malachi Mercer, very strong, powerful runner. Once again, coming back to his just sheer strength. Definitely a guy in the weight room who's pushing the pile.
Now I think we've seen a huge difference in Mercer from the first half to the second half. The first half, he was very limited on his rushing yards by New Canaan's defense, but he has shown an impact in the second half so far with rushing more and more every play.
Dylan, the Malachi Mercer and Wally Wuchiski is just a great 2 running backs for these.
Now to the end zone, and it will be incomplete pass intended for Finn Malloy, number 18 sophomore.
Broken up by number 21, Walker Blair there. Great defensive coverage. A little tough on the ball by quarterback Tyler Smith. Might have not been catchable.
Now looks like it's 3rd and 3, 3rd and 4 here. I know I've been saying let's pass the ball, but I feel confident in running it to Mercer. But it does look like they have Wally in the game, Wally Wuchiski, but he's been out for this whole second half so far, so I think he can make a big impact right here.
Dylan Javier Cannonier subbing in here for the offense.
It looks like they're in an I formation, and looks like Fairfield Prep will probably run it up the middle. We have Mercer and Wachowski out there. And there'll be a toss right to Wachowski. He will run it up the middle to get the first down. But will he get it? He's still up. It will be a close one, Gray. It's close to the chain. What do you think it is?
Dylan, I got to say they're stopped at around about the 1. Walker Blair there coming in with that pull to be able to pull Wally back a few yards and prevent the first down. 4th and 1 here for the Jesuits.
Now it looks like it's 4th and 1. I know I saw Wachowski tried to go up to get the first down, but it looked like he had room to go on the right. What do you think he had enough room to get around to the right, or do you think it was a smart move to go up the middle right there?
Dylan, I think Griffin getting her wide there. It's a tough guy to beat with speed. I think he made the right decision to cut up the middle. Maybe he lowers his shoulders a little more and he gets that extra yard.
Now we'll see what happens here on 4th and 1. They'll run the same formation, an I formation. If I'm here, I'm giving it to their guy, Mercer, right up the middle.
I like Mercer up the middle here.
And that's what they will do, but there will be a penalty on the play.
Fullback dive.
On Fairfield Prep. It will be an offsides on Fairfield Prep, so it will be a 4th and 6 here now instead of a 4th and 1 where it looks like they would have gotten the first down right there.
Dylan, Rams very excited here to see that penalty. I think it's very achievable for the Jesuits to get that 1-yard run with a strong running back like Mercer, but I think a 6-yard run is a different story. I think it's definitely going to be a running play. We haven't seen much of the passing game, especially in the tight red zone situations.
Now, with Fairfield Prep taking up all this ground, play after play, just slowly making it there, and being in 4th and 1 and getting pushed back 5 yards, you got to think that definitely hurts their momentum a little bit. But let's see what Tyler Smith can do here as QB on this play right here. Fairfield Prep will call a timeout.
Dylan, who do you think has momentum right now in the game? It's been a very electric game. The Jesuits have driven the field. It was 4th and 1. Unfortunately, now it's 4th and 6 for the Jesuits.
You know, New Canaan scored on their last possession, but right now I think Fairfield Prep has a good chance of scoring right here. If I'm putting my money on it, I'm putting it on Tyler Smith throwing a touchdown pass right here. I think he's got the arm. We've seen it earlier. I think he has the chance to do it again right here.
I think if they're airing the ball out, they're going to Ryan Preziano. He's the guy who had that last touchdown on that outside corner route.
You know, you say Preziano. I think it might go to the sophomore, Finn Malloy. They threw it to the end zone to him earlier. Maybe they'll throw it to him again right here.
We'll see the formation out here for the Jesuits. I doubt a run. I formation, I believe they're setting up in. Correction, sorry.
It looks like they only have 2 wide receivers out.
Isolation route for Ryan Preziano.
The Fairfield Prep Bomb Squad's getting rowdy right now for this 4th and 6. This is a big play right here. This could change the game. Tyler Smith is ready as QB. Comes back, and the refs stop the play.
Whistle blown. Timeout New Canaan, I believe.
Yeah, you had to see before that play. The New Canaan coaches were jumping up and down, yelling at their players. Definitely they weren't in the right formation, so that was a good timeout by New Canaan. Probably not the timeout they want to call right now with it being in the 3rd quarter.
Dylan, I don't think New Canaan was ready there. They didn't want to risk giving up that touchdown. Typically, you don't want to use your timeouts early in the 3rd quarter, late in the 3rd quarter, especially if you're saving them in a close game for the 4th. I think it was a timeout New Canaan needed to have because they weren't ready coming out of that last timeout called by the Jesuits.
So with Fairfield Prep calling a timeout and then New Canaan calling a timeout, this has been a long break for both teams, and you got to think both teams are getting really ready for this play right here because this play is very important. This could change the game if Fairfield Prep scores a touchdown or New Canaan stops them.
Dylan, it's make or break right now. I mean, if the Fairfield Prep Jesuits score a touchdown here, the score is all tied up 14-14, most likely going into the 4th quarter. At that point, it's anybody's game. If the Rams make a stop here on 4th down, they're able to drive the ball down that field, they might go up 2 touchdowns going into the 4th quarter.
Looks like Fairfield Prep is in the same formation before the New Canaan timeout. It looks like they're going to probably run the same play. Let's see what they will do right here.
Preziano, solo left, dropping back, Walker Blair, double coverage.
All the fans are clapping. Tyler Smith drops back, and an out to number 13, Timmy Hartnett with the first down right there. That was a key pass right there on the 10-yard out to Timmy Hartnett. What do you got to say about that play right there, Gray?
Dylan, I mean, he's an amazing player here. Hartnett is just the guy you go to for that extra reception. Coming in at a staggering 6'5", 195. He averages 46 yards per game. in the slot.
That's a great build right there, and that's a smart play, just getting out and getting the catch for the first down, not needing any more for the touchdown. And they'll run it to Wally Wachuskin for a no-rush game.
Dylan, we're in the red zone here, second down, I believe about 9. It's tough for the Jesuits here. 53 seconds. They don't need to rush. It's third quarter. We still have the fourth, but I think this is definitely a possession they need to score on if they want to stay in the game.
Now it's second and goal here on the Rams' 8-yard line. As Fairfield Prep, this is a hard position to be in because you might want to run it, but you have to get a good amount of yards, but you might want to pass it, but it's hard with this condensed area and being in the red zone right now.
Same formation as before.
We got our boy Mercer back in the game.
Mercer in the backfield.
Let's see what Tyler Smith will do here on second and goal. And they'll give it to Mercer, and he will break the first tackle, and then he will get tackled by Matt Salmini for maybe 1 yard rush, but really little gain, if any.
Dylan, I got to say, one guy who got exceptionally low there was strong safety number 21, Walker Blair, getting a big hit on that tackle, able to allow Salmini to bring him down.
Captain Walker Blair is a top player for New Canaan, and you know, he's making these great plays with that key tackle right there with Matt Salmini.
Dylan, Mercer's build doesn't really allow these New Canaan players to tackle high. They can't afford to wrap high. They have to attack low, his hips, his legs, and bring a big, heavy guy down like that who's not able to power through him.
Now back to another key. Now back to another key play. It will be third and goal here on the 8-yard line. Fairfield Prep's got to score here with the start of the fourth quarter now to come. The start of the fourth quarter, and we have New Canaan Rams up 14-7 against the Jesuits.
Dylan, 3rd and 7 here. I'm excited to see what the Jesuits have in their back pocket. I'm honestly thinking a trick play here. What about you?
I'm thinking you pass it to Tyler Smith. This drive, he has shown that he can do it. We've seen completion after completion, and just a little 5-yard out, 8-yard out to get in the end zone would be great right now.
I think these New Canaan receivers are ready for the battle here. Fairfield Prep definitely winning in the size category, but that's not in the heart and aggressiveness category.
If I was New Canaan right here, I would be looking for the 5-8 yard out to the right side right here with the little yards on the right side with the ball being on the right side right here.
I'm excited for the Jesuits right now. Big possession for them. Mercer in the backfield, adjacent to Smith.
Tyler Smith getting ready in shotgun. Let's see what he'll do here. And he'll pass it play action to number 13. Number 13, Timothy Hartnett with the one-handed drop. He almost brought that in for the touchdown. If he caught that, that would have been the play of the game in my opinion.
Dylan, that was an amazing attempt at a catch. Almost brought it in one hand, something we're seeing with the Steelers recently. That was a play that I thought he almost came down with. Honestly, I looked away for a sec. I thought he came down. I was thinking touchdown. That's an amazing heads-up play by him, able to get over his defenseman or defender on the corner, and the quarterback able to hit him.
You got to give it to Brendan Hagan, though, for stopping the touchdown right there with Hartnett being such a tall wide receiver. Tyler Smith out to pass it. He's getting rushed by all the defensemen. And number 99, number 99, Brad Routine. I'm pretty sure it's Brad. It looks like it was, we don't have number 99 on our sheet, but it looks like with the key sack from New Canaan on Tyler Smith on 4th and goal there. That's a change of direction from that play there. What do you have to say about that, Gray?
Dylan, I mean, here's what went wrong. Hartnett was in double coverage, a 6'5" wide receiver. After that almost reception, the Rams defensive coordinator was able to put 2 corners on him and 1 corner and a safety, and they were able to shut him down to the point where Smith was in a bad option. He couldn't throw the ball away, and he had to take that sack.
Now that was a long drive for Fairfield Prep, and to not come away with a touchdown, you got to think they're very mad right now after that huge possession and not getting any points on the board.
Flag down on the field. Looks like the hard count may have worked.
Now they'll start the possession off 1st and 5.
Offsides by the Jesuits there.
Looks like we have a pistol formation with Alex Russi and Hunter Telesco with 2 wide receivers out. Oh, and handoff to Hunter Telesco, but he will muff the handoff. Now, who will pick it up? It looks like it was Hunter Telesco who was able to get back on the ball, but you got to think first play after that long possession, you got to keep the ball for at least a little bit.
Dylan, I've got to say, I'm surprised that happened in the beginning. Yeah, that's a very unfortunate turn of events, especially after such a tough possession and such a great hole by the New Canaan defense. It's 2nd down and 11. The Rams recovered well. They got the ball back. Let's see what they're all about.
You know, Hunter Telesco, first 2 games of the season, was very great. And right now, he's being shut down with only 38 yards and 2.9 yards per carry. But now we got Luke Reed back in the game, and he will run it, and he will be stopped for no yards. You know, after Luke Reed's touchdown, he's had 2 opportunities to rush the ball, and little to nothing has happened. But it looks like they'll keep him in the game right here. What do you think is going to happen?
Before on that key sack, number 99 was Walter Schmitz, I believe, making the big heads-up play. Quarterback Luke Reed coming to the sideline, getting a play from Coach Farina. I'm excited to see what the Rams have here. The only formation we've seen Reed in has been the jumbo run formation is what they've been calling it, with the 10-man down and the 3-point stances. I'm excited to see if they're able to mix it up here.
Yes, but with 3rd and 10 here, you would think New Canaan's going to pass it, but looks like they're going to run it by the formation they're in, by what Luke Reed's been doing. I guess it's a smart call because they have the lead and they don't want to throw an interception. Let's see what Luke Reed's going to do here.
Shift by the lineman in the backfield.
Luke Reed will take the run, and he will get a good amount of yards. He will get about 6 yards on the play there, and it will be 4th and 3 or 4.
Dylan, I got to say, that was the right play call there. Luke Reed, a powerful runner, shift in that backfield, able to switch the sides, got the defense a little confused. Luke Reed coming out here. Looks like Russi might get the play call for the next play.
Now, looks like they're going to bring the punting in. I saw Luke Reed running off slowly and the guy staying in. I was like, are they really going to go for a 4th and 4 here? I think this is a smart play to go for the punt. And, you know, Tygroff's got a boot of a foot, so he's definitely going to make this go flying, and he does.
Number 17 back here to return. Able to come down with the catch here. 3 New Canaan Rams on him right away. Breaks 2 tackles. Stops it around the 47. Player down on the field. I believe it is number 7, Timothy DeMizio.
You know, it looks like he's holding his knee, and you hate to see these knee injuries. They always get these football players, and it's sad to see a player go down. I hate to see it. It's not a great feeling at all. I hope he's okay.
Dylan, this is very unfortunate for the Jesuits. And number 7, Timothy himself. It is so unfortunate to have injuries during your football season, and you know it really does suck, and you hope that the player's able. Looks like he's walking up off the field, walking off that injury, limping on one of his legs. Looks like that right leg, maybe a knee injury, bit of ankle the trainer might have been touching.
Luckily, he was able to get up pretty quickly, and looks like he's walking on his own, so hopefully he'll be okay.
Dylan, story of the game here has been injuries. The Rams have 5 key starters out here. Jesuits were able to come into the game healthy. Unfortunately, it looks like one of their players is injured.
Now, many injuries on both sides of the field. You know, in Fairfield, we've talked about New Canaan's injuries, but I'll talk a little bit about Fairfield Press. We have Cooper Callahan, who's out with an ACL torn, and you hate to see it. All these players out with these really sad injuries, and it really sad to see it.
Wide side of the field to the right.
Now we'll see Tyler Smith out. He'll pitch it to the right to Wachowski, and he will be tackled down very quickly by number 52, Javier Perez. Javier Perez, sorry, my bad. Javier Perez.
Javier, a great defensive player for the Rams. Matt Salmini coming in with the heavy shoulder contact to slow down Wachowski. That's another heads-up play by him. He's a hard-hitting, powerful middle linebacker that's made plays this entire game.
You know, if I'm Fairfield Prep, I'm putting Mercer back in this game. Last possession, he was showing great impact on his on the field. Now we have Tyler Smith here with the shotgun. He will pass it. Deep pass by Tyler Smith. And it will be incomplete on the play. But it looks like it will be a pass interference by number 7, Griffin Gettner.
Dylan, that's a tough play to have. It's really going to hurt the Rams here. Unfortunately, it might have been that or the reception in Gettner's mind. He might not have seen the play going on. That's a really unfortunate series of events, but you got to wipe that one off. Next play mentality. You're up by 7, 8 minutes left in this close game. Let's see what the Rams are able to come back with.
You got to hate to see that. Griffin Gettner's been having a great game, but that was a play that he had to do with the pass interference. But looks like the ball's coming back, so maybe the pass interference isn't called, or no, it looks like they'll put the ball up and the pass interference will come into play. That penalty will be a 15-yard gain for Fairfield Prep here, and it will put them in a good position against New Canaan.
15 yards from the line of scrimmage.
You know, even though New Canaan's got this lead right now, these last few possessions, Fairfield Prep's been able to get yard after yard, while New Canaan hasn't been able to get too many yards.
Rams here in defense.
We got Tyler Smith with the pass to number 14, Ryan Prestiano, and he'll get a 7-yard gain on the pass.
Dylan, Griffin Gettner came out with the tackle there. Late anticipation, but he saw the route and he was able to bring him down. 4 yards left to go, second down for the Jesuits.
It's 14-7 here with 8 minutes left. This is a very close game. Fairfield Prep is on New Canaan's 32-yard line.
2 wide receivers for the Jesuits out right, 2 out left.
Tyler Smith will pass it back 5-yard out, and they will get the first down. That will be a pass to, it looks like, number 18, Finn Malloy.
That's a tough play for that outside linebacker there. Not usually a guy that goes into coverage. Finn Malloy with a great route running, able to get to his outside shoulder. Smith able to make a great pass.
You gotta love to see these sophomores making a big impact with these underclassmen. It's rare that you see these underclassmen in football making impacts, but we see it here with Alex Rusty on New Canaan and Finn Malloy on. And we have Tyler Smith throwing the deep pass, and it will be incomplete. Overthrown to his intended wide receiver.
Dylan Walker-Blair right there with him the entire time. That was number 14, Ryan Presiano, 6'4" wide receiver. Walker-Blair able to make sure he had nothing to do with that ball. A little bit overthrown. Let's see how the Jesuits come back. You know, 2nd and 10 here.
Walker-Blair hasn't had any interceptions yet, but he showed his impact by not letting his wide receiver get any catches or touchdowns. He's been playing a great game so far today. Fairfield Prep back here, 2nd and 10, and they'll run it to Mercer.
Mercer taken down, short game for the Jesuits. That Rams defense is so strong in the run game.
Mercer will get a 2-yard gain there, and it will be 3rd and 8. 3rd and 8 here with 6 minutes left, with the Jesuits down 7 points. You got to think they're either going for 5 yards to get a 4th and 2, 4th and 3, so they can get the first down, or try to get the first down right here or a touchdown. It looks like they have their wide receivers spread out. I hear the New Canaan fans. They're saying defense. They're getting loud. Tyler Smith dropping out, and it'll be a screen pass to number 14, Ryan Presiano.
Fumble!
And it'll be fumbled by Ryan Presiano. And whose ball will it be?
Doing a lot of pressure for that 6'5" wide receiver. He was able to come down with the catch.
And it's New Canaan's ball, picked up by number 27, Michael Smith, the sophomore.
Michael Smith making a great heads-up play there. Exactly what the Rams needed on that possession.
Sorry, 21, Walker-Blair.
Walker player making the great play there. That's exactly what the Rams needed. Hopefully, or what they're trying to do now is with 6 minutes left in the fourth quarter, slow that ball down, air out some of the time.
You know, I just talked about Walker player earlier and how he's been making an impact on this field.
Live update of scores right now. We have Darien 7, Maloney 21 in the fourth quarter. Wilton leads Bridgeport Central 7-0 at halftime. Simsbury leads Norwalk 30-6, final score. Ridgefield leads Hall 16-7 at halftime.
Okay, and we have New Canaan back here on offense after that fumble recovery. We got Alex Rusty back in the pocket. You know, New Canaan's defense has been playing great. I would like to see a little bit more from New Canaan's offense here. Maybe they can turn around, just waste the time, keep the ball going, and they'll hand it off to Hunter Telesco, who looks like he'll get a 1-yard gain on the play.
Dylan, we're going to see a lot more running here, especially late in this game. Rams trying to run the clock out. Unfortunately, they don't have the best field possession in case of a turnover, so if we get to a fourth down, we should be expecting a punt. Second down here, a 2-yard gain from Hunter Telesco, an amazing running back. He's definitely living up to his 140 yards per game right now.
Yeah, on this field, you got to look. There's 5 minutes left. New Canaan's going to look to just run the ball and take out the time in this clock and hopefully take a win on the Jesuits, 14-7. Now, Rusty back out.
Luke Reed in the backfield, change up in quarterback.
My bad, it's Luke Reed, and this is a different formation for him. Let's see what he can do here. And he'll get the read option, a little banged up with his running back, a little chemistry dysfunction there, but it looks like no yards will be gained there, and we'll have a 3rd and 9.
Luke Reed, the quarterback with gloves here, expected to make some great plays in the run game. Definitely the power runner for this offense.
You got to think, when Luke Reed's in, he's running the ball, so I feel like by this point, when Fairfield Prep sees he's in, he's going to run the ball, but
he's definitely a player the Jesuits are keying here. 3rd and 7.
Let's see what Luke Reed will do here on 3rd and 9. He's going for a hard count, but the Fairfield Prep Jesuits will not budge. They're looking for a play. Junior Luke Reed. All the fans are loud, excited. Let's see what Luke Reed will do here. He gets the snap. He will run it, and he will get tackled instantly by number 9, Tanner Langus. He's been making tackles this whole game.
Dylan, 4th down here for the Rams. They're definitely going to have to punt the ball down. You can see exactly what they're doing. They're trying to run the clock out. They're using every second of their play clock. They allowed it to go down to 4 seconds there. It's definitely something that the Rams aren't going to take a penalty on, especially with the scoreboard knowledge they have. So we'll see what the Rams are able to do here with this punt. I think Ty Groff right now is having a big role in this game, especially with how far he can punt the ball, the extra points he's been making, and maybe a field goal opportunity in the rest of this quarter.
Tanner Langus on Fairfield Prep has been making tackle after tackle. Now with that great stop by Fairfield Prep with 3 minutes left, Fairfield Prep's got to make a move on offense here. Their last 2 possessions, they've been close to the end zone. I think 3rd time's the charm. I think they have a good chance here of scoring. But with a great punt by Ty Groff, it will be a hard return for Fairfield Prep here.
Big punt for the Rams there. Number 27, Michael Smith, making a smart play, making sure that ball doesn't get too far or too close into the hands of a Jesuit player for the chance of a return. I'm excited, Dylan. 3 minutes, 20 seconds left in this game.
Now it will look like it'll be the Jesuits on their own 26, and they're going to have a lot of yards to gain, but these last 2 possessions, they've looked pretty good. A few mistakes, but I think if they just fix those mistakes, they have a very good chance of scoring here in this last minute.
Agreed. I think it's very important right now that the Rams stop this Jesuit team if they want a chance of winning this game. There's definitely a lot of pressure riding on them. They wouldn't want an overtime situation. And as for the Jesuits, they're looking for a touchdown. Maybe a deep ball, maybe airing out the ball a little bit more than they have to Ryan Priziano. I'd definitely be interested to see if they look at him.
You know, Tyler Smith back out here in the pocket. Looks like he'll give the pass off to Finn Malloy, number 18.
Taken down by number 20, Andrew Nolan. Once again, an electric player when you need him. We saw just before that halftime possession, he was able to come down with the big play to stop the Jesuits. Once again, coming around right around the 40 to stop them before they get to the first down.
Yes, looks like it'll be a 9-yard gain by Fairfield Prep here on 2nd and 1. Tyler Smith back out, and he will get the pass off. And that will be a first down for the Jesuits. Pass to number 17, Charles Gaglianto.
Charles Guillermo, one of the better players here for this Jesuit offense. Not the biggest guy. He's 6'1" in comparison to some of his teammates, but he's definitely still a stud on the ball.
Tyler Smith back again. Another pass for Tyler Smith, and he'll get it off to Wally Wachiskis. And that'll be a 6-yard pass. And you got to see these last 3 plays have been pass after pass after pass. You can see Fairfield Prep has put a lot more confidence in Tyler Smith, and he's been making a difference in the second half with his passing game.
Dylan, I think the Rams need to slow down right now. Everyone on the defense is playing a little too chaotic. Players are flying all over the field, overstepping their responsibilities. Rams have to dial it in, slow down, with 2 minutes left of the game.
2nd and 4. Jesuits to number 17, and he will make the catch, Charles Galando. And even with that huge hit by number 24, or number 24 is not on the roster, but
very strong hit.
That was a strong hit by him, and Galano still came down with the catch. That was a great catch, and with that catch, they'll get additional yards with the penalty on the field. You know, we haven't seen too much of Galano so far, but 2 great plays like that, he's making an impact right now. Charles, the senior, 2 back-to-back great catches with that one. That's a hard catch to make.
Dylan, Rams here on the right side of the hash marks. 2 wide receivers out to the left. I'm expecting a pass.
Looks like the ref will stop the play. Looks like maybe timeout Fairfield Prep, or the refs are talking. We'll see what they'll say. But to look at the time, there's 1 minute 44 seconds here, and the Jesuits are on New Canaan's 15-yard line. This is a time and they need to score.
Dylan, this is a very exciting part of the game here. Both teams very close to winning. 1 minute 44 left in the clock. Rams are up 14-7.
Wow, I hear the bleachers right now. These fans are excited. They want to see a stop from New Canaan Rams for a 3rd time. Fairfield Prep's gotten 2 long possessions, but New Canaan's been able to stop them when they've gotten close. Let's see if New Canaan can do it again for a 3rd time.
Dylan, very exciting game here. Everyone's up on their feet. The entire New Canaan student section has stayed. Nobody is left. Same for the Jesuits.
Let's see Tyler Smith back at the pocket once again. Let's see what he can do here.
Wally to the left in the pass block.
Tyler Smith's going to pass again, but it will go to no one.
Overthrown to number 13, Timothy Hartnett. That's an unfortunate situation there. The Jesuits were really looking for something there on that pass routes.
You know, even though the pass wasn't a completion like they would want, at least the time stops. They get time to focus and regain their energy and make a great play on this 2nd and 10.
Dylan, I think that was a single option play there. It looked like quarterback Tyler Smith didn't have anyone else who he was looking to throw to except for that wide receiver number 13.
Yeah, it looked like an RPO. I love to use that play in Madden all the time. Let's see what Tyler Smith does here. He'll rush out of the pocket, and he will run it, but he will get tackled by number 13, Jack Boutine. That is a key tackle by Jack Boutine.
Jack's an amazing guy, an amazing player, outside linebacker, flying up the field, a hard hitter. Able to make that sack, very athletic play, key for the Rams, bringing the Jesuits all the way back here on 3rd down.
Fairfield Prep will call a timeout to stop the clock and think right here with a 3rd and 19.
1:28 left on the play clock. Here are some live updates of scores. Staples beat Newington 37-14. Trumbull is up against East Hartford 34-0 at half. In addition, our live game right now that we're watching the most, Darien Maloney. Maloney leads 21-7 into the 4th quarter.
You know, that's crazy to see. Darien came in as one of the top teams in Connecticut, and losing to a team like Maloney, you got to think, what is wrong with Darien? They lost to St. Joe's week 1. Will they be able to turn it around in the next few weeks? I don't know. We'll have to see.
Dylan, very excited to see a New Canaan-Darien matchup later in the season. Turkey Bowl game is one of the best.
Yeah, you know,
Electric.
everyone is always looking for the Turkey Bowl. They all have it on their calendar. That's a game you want to be at. The whole stadium is full for the Turkey Bowl.
Dylan, very excited to see what the Jesuits have here. Number 22, Wally. We've been keying all game. Adjacent on the right to Tyler Smith. 2 wide out to the left, 2 to the right.
We got 3rd and 18 here. They've been pretty confident with Tyler Smith. He's been playing great. It looks like they got to pass it here. And Tyler Smith will come back, and he will pass it to Wally Wachusk, but it will be incomplete, and it will be 4th and 18.
That's not what the Jesuits were looking for. This is really their last scoring opportunity unless a miracle happens. 1:23 left on the play clock. Rams are up 14-7. This is a tough situation to be in, Dylan. I mean, the only option you have really is that long ball.
Yeah, you got to look here. They have to score. It's 4th and 18 because even if they don't score, it doesn't look like they can get it back on defense because they have 0 timeouts now after just using their last timeout now. So this is the time they need to score. If they don't score here, it will be a win for the Rams.
Dylan Darien, New Canaan student section, very electric right now. Everyone's out of their seats. Everyone's very excited. This is the game to be at.
You know, seeing the New Canaan Bomb Squad, it's making me want to jump up and down right now. I don't know about you, Gray.
I'm hopping up and down in my own head. In a second, I might be hopping up on my own feet. Let's see how this possession turns out.
Both teams are very, very focused right now, and this is a big play, the most important play of the game, because this will decide if this game goes into overtime probably, or if the game will be over.
Dylan, if you're the Rams defense right now, what are you thinking? Are you under pressure? Are you stressed? This is a key possession. If you give up a large play, it's a turn of events. If you make the stop here, that could be the game.
You know, if I'm New Canaan's defense, I am focused, I am down, and I am excited. It's 4th and 18. I'm keeping my players back in the end zone around the 1st down mark because I know they're going to pass it deep and try to get a 1st down or a touchdown here.
Ball on the right side of the hash here. 2 wide receivers out to the right, 2 to the left. Deuces formation we've been seeing all night. Smith in the backfield adjacent to Wally.
Everyone's getting out of their feet right now. Everyone is jumping up. This field is so loud right now. Let's see what will happen right here. Tyler Smith dropping back. He will pass it deep to Finn Malloy. And it'll be interception
by number 24.
Interception by New Canaan Rams. That's the game-sealing interception right there by number 24.
Fortunately, don't have him rostered. He's having an amazing night.
Yeah, he's having an amazing night. That's a game-sealing interception. Tyler Smith tried to pass it to sophomore Finn Malloy, but number 24 from New Canaan mossed Finn Malloy on that play.
Dylan, enough time here on the play clock to run out. 1:15.
You know, that was a crazy play by New Canaan. That was a crazy catch over the head of the wide receiver from Fairfield Prep right there.
Dylan, one first down could be it for the Jesuits here. Not sure how many timeouts they have left.
It looks like the Jesuits have 0 timeouts left, so it looks like New Canaan's just going to need the ball and the game will be over. You know, that's a great win for New Canaan as they take a knee right there with Alex Russi. That's 3 wins for Alex Russi, a sophomore QB. What do you think the future of New Canaan has with him and the end of the season has to go?
Dylan, I'm not sure. This New Canaan coaching staff is very confident in all of their players. They have 3 strong quarterbacks who are able to make all plays in their respects. One of them injured, will be coming back very soon.
You know, Luke Reed didn't play that much, but I'm going to give great props to him. Yeah. He only had 5 rushes and maybe a little bit more, but he made it count when it needed to count. He had 2 touchdowns for New Canaan and led them in scoring. And honestly, he's the game changer. I'm giving him offensive MVP for this game, even though he didn't play that much.
Dylan, that's 3 and out for the Rams. 3-game win streak. We're excited to see what they have for the rest of the season. Fairfield Prep, unfortunately, falling to 1 and 2.
That was a very big defensive game, and New Canaan, after 3 games, has only kept their opponents to 21 points. If I'm New Canaan's defense, I am very excited right now. Probably the best defense in the state right now.
Dylan, this is remarkable. This is amazing. Lights flashing on the field. Everybody's excited. Here we're seeing for the first time the flashing lights on the New Canaan High School Dunning Stadium field.
And there goes the lights. I love to see it. We saw the red earlier, and now we see the flashing of the lights. It's getting dark. It's getting light. It's crazy to see. I love it.
Dylan, the only thing that could make this moment a little better would be Kanye West playing over the speakers, flashing lights.
I think that's a little too far, but the lights are good enough for me. Now we see them shake hands. Very great sportsmanship by both teams. Great game, very close. It went to the last play. You love to see it. You love to see a close game, especially on a home opener under the Knights on Friday night.
Dylan, 2 large rosters, it's very exciting, and you love to see all these younger guys getting some playing time, especially ones that are able to step up and make the right plays during the game.
Now, who will you say is your key players of the game right now?
Dylan, my key players of the game have been senior middle linebacker, number 5 for the New Canaan Rams, Matthew Selmini. He's made so many plays in the first half and continued to dominate in the second. I'm thinking, we don't have the live stat on this, maybe 8 tackles today. I mean, he was electric. He's been everywhere.
Sorry, I'm looking at it now. I found at number 24 is Tucker Milligan with the game-sealing interception, and that interception was crazy. Sorry, I couldn't get that to you earlier, but Tucker Milligan had a great game also. He had key plays, key breakdowns in that last interception right there with the Moss over Fairfield Prep's wide receiver. That was a great way to end the game.
Yes, he mossed a 6'5" wide receiver. I believe it was Timothy Harnett.
And now we'll go to the sponsors.
This game is sponsored by our NC Rams All Sports Booster Club Platinum and Gold sponsors. We would like to thank our Platinum sponsor, Dr. William Fessler Family Dentistry, the dental office for your entire family's dental needs.
My teeth are so white because of this place.
We would like to thank our Platinum sponsors and New Canaan High School alumni, Leo and Steve Carl of Carl Chevrolet, who have been proud supporters of our local athletic programs for generations.
My family has 3 cars. We got all of our cars from Carl Chevrolet.
Their dealership has been serving Fairfield County since 1927. We would like to thank our Platinum sponsor, Walter Stewart's. Walter Stewart's Market has supported NC Rams athletics and the entire New Canaan community for years. Walter Stewart's is your fresh local market.
When my mom comes back from Walter Stewart, I'm excited. I love to eat food from Walter Stewart's.
They have the best deli sandwiches in town. We would like to thank our gold sponsor, Anderson Kenny Architecture, a full-service practice that encompasses a range of commissioned residential and commercial projects. Each project is a thoughtful collaboration tailored for clients and their needs.
I mean, look at New Canaan. Look how beautiful it is. It comes from them.
We would like to thank our gold sponsor, Frangione Engineering. Planning on putting a pool or an addition to your house? Are you having drainage issues in your property? Frangione Engineering can help you find a solution.
I had a little bit of draining issue at my house last week, and they were able to fix my toilet. I will tell you that.
Thank you to our gold sponsor, Performance Optimal Health, who proudly supports New Canaan Rams athletes in their 22 to 23 seasons. Their team helps clients achieve their health goals through exercise, recovery, nutrition, and stress management.
They're the reason I feel so healthy all the time. This was a great night tonight from Dylan Stevens and Gray Tomasco.
We're going to cut down to our sideline reporter, Eva Campbell, who will be interviewing defensive coordinator for New Canaan, Chris Silvestri.
Thanks, Gray and Dylan. That game just ended and was so exciting, and I'm here with Coach Silvestri. Coach, what do you think? What are some what did you like seeing today?
I just liked us. We played really well as a team and a family, and that was the biggest thing. When we stick together, even in hard times, football is a game of ups and downs, and when you can stick together through the downs, most likely, or hopefully, you can get back up again, and that's what we did. We just kind of stayed even keel, never too up, never too down when things got bad. We stayed with it and stuck to the process.
Oh, thank you. Your defense was amazing tonight. What'd you tell them? How'd you prepare?
I didn't tell them anything. They just came out and played hard. I just like seeing them play. They know the system and they like playing football, and that's what it is. I didn't do anything. They just played hard.
Congrats on the win, Coach. Thank you so much.
Thank you, guys. Awesome job.
Thank you, all of our watchers and supporters of NCTV 78. This is Dylan Stevens and Gray Tomasco signing off after a great broadcast and win for the New Canaan Rams.
Thanks, Dylan and Gray. I'm here with Alex Russi. Alex, so this was your first game, your first home game of the season, and you guys have won the first 2 games so far. How'd you feel?
I feel great. I mean, we came out with the win, and that's really all that matters. You know, the defense played one of the best games I've ever seen. And, you know, played incredible.
That was amazing. Oh, my God. So you played so great out there, and you had some pretty amazing runs. What do you have to say for that?
You know, it was all the O-line. You know, I just didn't know what I needed to do. I read the holes, and, you know, they created them. So it was all the 5 guys up front, and, you know, they made the things happen. So I
Okay, congrats on the win, Rusty. Good luck for next game.
Thank you.
See ya.